Guys, what's going on? What's going on? Having little technical difficulties there. I was like, what's wrong with this damn thing? Boy, oh boy, guys. Boy, oh boy, do we have some knuckle-headed foolishness today, right? Let's see. Michael, what's up, man? Just once again, this proves why you shouldn't get married. Facts. Yep. Just stay away. Oops. He said stay away. They're loud, obnoxious, and never shut up. Facts. Oh yeah, guys, here's the thing. Michael's talking about this congressperson or whatever, right? And guys, this chick is such a knucklehead. She's this B-dub who that's all trying to be like, girl. But when they had old interviews, she wasn't using a quote unquote black scent. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Now, guys, you know what? Let's see. Red Door, what's going on, my friend? John Carlos here. Solomon's here. Rajai's here. What's going on? What's going on, my friend? As usual, what's going on? Dante's here. Snowboard's here. Lenny's here. What's going on, guys? Good to see all you guys. Water Star's here. Ollie's here. Tony's here. Captain Paul's is here. We have the whole Breakfast Club in this bad boy. What's going on, everybody? Okay. So, guys. Now, guys. I'm going to do a video on this chick. But I figured that I'd give you like a sneak peek. Because this is not the chick I'm talking about. Guys, this chick is a Muslim right here, okay? Now, guys, keep that in mind here, all right? Look at this.
The TikTok sheikhs are gonna come for my neck, but I don't really believe in marriage. Not in modern day.
Now, guys, this is how prevalent, this is how insidious the effinism is, right? You know what I'm saying? That even Muslim chicks are on here saying this modern woman foolishness. All this.
I am woman, hear me roar, and numbers too big to ignore.
And guys, we'll do the first like 20 minutes for Discord members only. So guys, make sure that you join the Discord. Let me drop the link to the Discord here. 1 second. Let's do that. Copy. Let me see. Bach, what's up, man? Steve, what's going on, my friend? As usual, good to see you. Good to see you, my friend.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Yeah, here's that. You haven't heard the term black scent, right? A black scent is when guys, Kamala Harris, Knucklehead Harris, said she was doing a black scent. You guys know how she'd be like, and then we have to unburden everything that's ever been burdened. But then once she was around black people, she's like, pig feet and hot sauce. Girl. Look at that. OSSR, what's going on, my friend? Let me see. Bad Cat, what's going on? Blake A is here. Now, guys, here we go.
At least, because I would say that the majority of the time it doesn't work out. And even when it doesn't end in divorce, it ends in absolutely hating and resenting each other towards the end of life. And the reality is that in most marriages, women get the short end of the stick. Like, women are...
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
There it is, guys. Right there. Bad Cat said, wow. Guys, this is a Muslim woman saying this. Right? And guys, here. Now she's Muslim. Oops. Damn it. Where'd she go?
I know the TikTok
What?
sheikhs are gonna come.
Okay? Look at this. So she's Muslim, but then she says,
You can acknowledge.
let's talk about the Islamophobic Americans, please. Guys, come on.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Look at that. What are you talking about, guys? How capitalism is destroying our communities by weaponizing food. How can you be like a Muslim chick and be woke? How? Make that make sense. Guys, she's a Muslim chick and she's wearing she's wearing a rainbow shirt. And guys, this is what you got to be careful, right? Because guys, she's an attractive chick, you know. When she's done up, it's good. But this is a type of chick that'll friggin' guys, you know how they say all the most poisonous and dangerous things in nature are brightly colored, right? You know? Look at that. You know? She's not bad looking. I'd smash. You know what I mean? But here's the thing, guys. This is the type of a chick that you take on a date. And guys, you have to let her do all of the talking, right? Just all the... Because they're just basically waiting for you to disagree with them so that they can not give up the peace leave. Right? You know? That's just the thing, guys. Guys, put a 1 if you agree that when our parents and grandparents were dating, it was about not dating, but when they were courting, they used to get to know, they would go out to get to know each other. Whereas this chick and her woke kind, they want to get to know your opinion so they can disqualify you. And then they get mad when they say, all these men lie. You know what I'm saying? All these men lie. Right? And guys, here's the thing. If she doesn't want to get married or be traditional, why even call yourself a Muslim? Why? If you're not traditional, why even call yourself a Christian? Why even just call yourself flibbity floobity florp? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Absolutely insane. Hold on. Let's look at her take on capitalism, okay?
Modern times, it was a widely accepted human right to grow your own food. And it wasn't just a human right, it was quite literally essential to human existence. Communities flourished through publicly available food until capitalism destroyed what it means to be a real community. This past summer, I was driving in the car with my mom and we passed this lone apple tree on the side of the road. It looked like it didn't belong to any house. It was just one tree on the side of the road. And my mom was saying how she passes this tree almost every day on her way to work, and she so badly wants to park the car and go
guys.
pluck an apple off the tree.
I didn't drop the link in the Discord. Sorry. That might be helpful. Sorry, guys. La 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 la. Right now, guys. Here's the thing. Guys, it's not capitalism's fault that you just can't grow a garden in a lot of places. Guys, it's the government's fault. Right? Because a lot of these knuckleheaded politicians pass these laws. Right? And guys, which party do you think is in charge of a lot of cities that could benefit from being able to grow communal gardens? Or is it the D's or the R's, guys? Because if you see where all the R's are in rural America, the rural states, you can have chickens in your backyard. You can have corn growing in your backyard. But isn't that funny, guys, how in Baltimore, New York, Detroit, right? If you try and grow anything, all of a sudden it's... You know what I'm saying? Guys, I did drop the link in the Discord, guys. So just go to the general area and click on the link. Yeah.
the tree, but she's afraid to do so because she doesn't even know if it's legal for that tree to exist there.
That's cap. That's cap. Yeah, Red Door. Yep. Red Door says, can't grow food living in a city, sweetest planet, everything for our garden that is in the greenhouse. See? Funny how that works, right? If you're in Iowa, if you're in Montana, if you're in Utah, Nevada, right? Georgia, Florida, you can grow anything you want, right? Funny how that works.
Let alone for her to pluck an apple off of it. And the whole ride, I just kept thinking about what a...
Oh God, she was trying to think. Can you guys imagine her 1.2 brain cells? Right? just. Microphone, what's up, dude? Apocalypse is here. What's up, man? Now, guys, I'm not gonna try and listen to her, right? But guys, here we go. Where were we?
So I'm watching the movie called What Dreams May Come, which is about the afterlife, and
Blah blah blah.
you can acknowledge.
Okay, here we go, guys.
I know the TikTok sheikhs are gonna come for my neck, but I don't really believe in marriage. Not in modern day.
Now, guys, this is a Muslim chick, right? And guys, here's the thing. Like, what does she think she's gonna get out here in this dating market? That's 99% of religious men, period. Muslim, Christian, Jews, want to have kids. So unless this chick, unless she's
Lesbian.
and she just might be, right? She just might be.
At least, because I would say that the majority of the time it doesn't work out. And even when it doesn't end in divorce, it ends in absolutely hating and resenting each other towards the end of life. And the reality is that in most marriages, women get the short end of the stick. Like, women are the ones who have to sacrifice their careers, their health, their well-being to take care of their husband and the children. And in modern days, a lot of women are still working at the same time as doing all of that other stuff that has always been an obligation for women. I'm not like a psychopath, so there's still a part of me that like craves it. Like, I yearn for it, but logically, I just don't really care for it because I don't think that it's gonna benefit me, honestly. I feel like it's actually going to stunt my growth. It's going to stunt my career. It's just...
See? Me, I, me. Guys, we should call this the cult of me. The cult of I, okay? Me, I. Look at that, man. Full alpha basis, she's a lunatic. Tall Starlight says she's missing that bull ring. Facts. Yep. And guys, here's the thing. Like I said, this chick cleans up nice. You know, she's a decent looking chick. Once again, guys, this is the type of chick. You swipe right on a dating app, right? She shows up looking decent. And Snowboard, what's the first thing she wants to go into in a conversation? Right after, hi, hello, how are you? Joe, you there? Oh, I think he's probably muted. Yeah, guys. So she goes immediately from hello, how are you, to, so how do you feel about Palestine? You're like, are you serious? I don't even know
Judging
you
by
like,
that
like,
big
like
nose,
that.
judging by that big nose, judging by that big nose, you might know how
But
she
guys,
thinks about it.
This is just a thing. Because, guys, like I said, think about the average B-dub or blue-haired white chick, big effinist, right? This chick looks a lot better than them. But that makes her even worse. Because you'll actually make an effort to get to know this chick, which is even worse. See, the big B-dubs, right? The big blue-haired broads, right? You can see them coming a mile away.
Baby, I'm gonna butter your bread.
But this is the type of chick where she'll just draw you in, man. So, oh no, water. Sorry, you don't even get to how much do you make. Oh no. Because guys, in the chat, let me put a 1 if you've ever lived in or near Washington D.C. Right? Or if you've ever been. Guys, the worst part about dating or even talking to chicks in D.C., even more so than New York or anywhere else, these chicks always try and make it into a competition, right? You sit down with them and it's about, oh, well, I went to this school and snowboard. So you went to Egypt? Well, I went to Machu Picchu. Oh, you went to Hawaii? Well, I went to friggin' Mongolia. It's a competition. And they don't realize that you can't compete because even if I've achieved less than you, I'm a man and I don't live life on easy mode. Clown world. I didn't have my dad or my ex-boyfriends weren't taking me places like these broads. Guys had to take ourselves. We didn't have chicks buying us stuff. Clown world.
That's how you see the chicks that are always in like a private airplane. They pretend they're flying it. It's stuff like that.
Or even then, they are flying, and we all know who they're flying to, right, guys? Right? You know what I'm saying?
Bye.
Right. We all know what these chicks are up to, guys.
Planes.
Guys.
I love selling this twat.
You remember that chick from yesterday?
Yeah.
I love selling this twat.
What a demon, dude. What a demon, you know? Olmec, what's up? Adrian's here, what's up? I can't see your name. Mondi Nacho? What's up, man? Eric, what's up, man? Luke's in the building. Henry's here. And who did I miss? Smith, what's up, man? Yeah, guys. Yeah. Guys, I guarantee that when your parents or your grandparents first met, they didn't even really know about each other's politics until they were well either into a relationship or after they were married. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys, or even then, you used to have husband... Guys, all right. You would have the wife just like vote the way her husband voted because politics weren't really an issue. And guys, why is it that these chicks, when they're so young and don't know anything, they feel the need to act like they know everything? When you're 19, 20, 21, guys, like, I don't know a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? This would be like, or even then, you have a guy, he's 28, 29, he's lived life, he knows about politics and history. A 19, 20-year-old girl, 22-year-old girl trying to tell him anything would be like me trying to go into Floyd Mayweather's gym and tell him about boxing. You know what I'm saying? It don't make any sense. So, guys, have I explained the concept of the all-knowing they? Snowboard?
No, it sounds interesting.
Okay, guys, there's the all-knowing they that women have to feel like they have to prove something to. They have to prove that they're strong and independent. To who? Who is this all-knowing they that's like monitoring your life? They have to act like they can do everything. They can have the job or the career and have the kids and all this. They can't act like they don't know anything. They can't be proven wrong. This the all-knowing they. Who is they? Well, or they say society. Society dictates that. Society says, who is this society? Who is this they? The all-knowing they, dude. You know what I mean? Kind of like the royal we, but to take away accountability. You know what I'm saying? Damn, that's lyrics. That's bars. Because anytime that a chick says she had to do something because they said so, or they always say to do this, ask her, who is the they? You know what I'm saying?
It's a mental construct to justify.
Yeah. Yep. Glenn, what's up, dude? Hey, thanks for the support, man. Appreciate that. Guys, I don't know if you guys... I showed you guys the other day when I put the comment on the chick's thing that I'm still the number one guys. So when I'm reviewing these TikToks, I'm gonna start commenting more, and I'm gonna show the comments so you guys can see me commenting on their TikToks.
It'll draw more viewers too.
I'm gonna be the scourge of TikTok. Oh man, look at that. Okay.
It's just going to stunt me in so many ways, and I'm going to grow to hate that person. I didn't have to be in a marriage to have observed that in literally hundreds of marriages of the people around me. There's also a part of me that's just skeptical about the idea of being with one person for the rest of your life. And because so many people go into marriages with such high expectations, like they think it's going to significantly improve their lives, and then
who is that? Who does that, guys? Men or women?
Women.
Look at this broad.
Oh, she's a hula.
Look at that, guys. What are you talking, guys? She's a Muslim chick. What is going on?
Oh my god.
Completely, guys. I know. So at my job or in jobs that I've had, especially back when I was in the DC area, there were a lot of Muslim chicks around. You know, Pakistani chicks, Afghani chicks, Egyptian chicks, and all of them were all married and they had kids because culturally that's what you're supposed to do, and they were happily married too. You know, and the same guys, anyone from like third world areas or whatever, they prioritize family. And guys, isn't that funny? This is what the Western mindset can do. This shit represents a religion that says, just like Christianity, a woman should not be uncovered. She should go from her father's house to her husband's house. And she thinks that she can call herself this title and talk about this woke, knuckleheaded effing foolishness.
Like quickly humbled within the first few years of marriage. I just feel like that actually sets people up for even more pain and heartbreak, because society and just like our families have raised us to glorify marriage or to see it as like our end all be all purpose in life. And when you are disappointed by that, you just, it leaves you lost and broken and confused. Yes, there's still a part of me that like yearns for it. Do feel
There it is. There it is. We knew that was coming, guys. We knew that was coming right there. Guys, all this is cap, right? You know what I'm saying? Guys, you have nug mood. Right? You know what I mean? Sneaking out the back because he's just, you know what I'm saying? Chic nug. Shooting up the club. This chick's going to be a single mom. She's going to hit about 32, 33, right? And she looks like the type of dude that's going to let Gavin smash. You know what I'm saying? She looks like the type that's some woke, male, effeminist, nug mood. Yeah. Yep.
lonely every once in a while, but I know that I'm better off alone.
There it is. And guys, she's in her like mid to early 20s. Think about how angry, how hopeless, how
And this is just showing a general attitude and beliefs toward men.
Yeah, but
basically.
this is all cap that she's doing with all these girls on here. You know that when the lights turn off and it's just her cats and that box of wine, because you know that she drinks, even though she is a Muslim, she isn't supposed to, right? You know, Whiteout, what's up, dude? Tim Hicks, what's up? Here's the thing, guys. She's acting like she has a choice in the matter. That's the biggest take from this, right? Guys, what do we call the Middle Eastern nug?
I feel like it's got to be Muhammad Nug or something like that.
We'll have to think of one. I know.
Sand
I have
nug?
a list of them written.
Sand Nug.
No, because that could be
Yeah, that
misconstrued
might.
as
Yeah, yeah.
something
I
else.
know. I know.
We could do oil nug. Guys, hey, be careful in the chat, guys. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Omar, yeah, that's a good
Omar's
one.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so guys, please, in the chat, guys, I can't have you. Guys, you have to put self-delete instead of the S word, right? Guys, come on now. Guys, don't get the live taken down. Please code your language, guys. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Just guys, we say baby deletion, say self-deletion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Omar's a good one.
Omar.
Yeah, Omar. Steve Connor, what's up, dude? Yeah. I was gonna say camel nug.
Camel nug is pretty good too.
That's skating right on it. That's
Camel
better
nug gave
than
her the hump.
Yeah, that's better than sand nug. Camel nug.
Yeah, no, sand nug was. I knew that's gonna be inappropriate.
Yeah,
but-
guys. Let's go with Omar for now, guys. Yeah. So, yeah, anyways.
Omar's classier.
I'm more so in the mindset of like, if it happens, it happens, but it have to be like the most ideal situations. Otherwise, I just don't think that it's worth the time and effort and pain. Not to mention, in marriage, a lot of women's needs and their how can I say this without pissing people off? Their desires are very rarely met. There's that
You
So I'm not gonna put in
stupid
any
woman.
effort unless
aspect
it's
of it
perfect.
that actually leaves women feeling very frustrated. And then when they're not satisfied in their marriages, a lot of times the men will then go seek out other women because they can't satisfy.
There it is, guys. Completely delusional.
Yeah, only the men
Guys,
do it.
what Third Eye says Allah walk nug. Guys, come on now. Come on, guys. Come on. Oh, nug med. Nah, guys, Oasis nug. Guys, oh come on, guys. But yeah, guys.
I want to think of something from that Aladdin movie, like that genie in the bottle.
Satisfy their wife. Like, I just can't. Why
Guys,
would I put my
Who files for divorce 80% of the time, guys?
Women.
Of course. Yes, I'm gonna drop the link for anyone who wants to come on up. Guys, don't be shy.
And she's saying like, oh, oftentimes men will go seek that out somewhere else. It's usually the women who do that first.
Hey, snowboard. Guys, we certainly can't call him Nug 11.
Building 7 nug.
Yo, guys, that's it.
Oh my
That's it. We gotta call Nug 11.
That's awesome.
Guys, put a 1 if you agree, dude. That it's officially Nug 11. Guys, so say we all, dude. So
That's beautiful.
Oh no, dude, there it is, right there.
Oh man.
Oh god. All right, now guys, she has one more
I made a
video
video
about
about
marriage here. Here we go.
I don't think that marriage is beneficial to women nowadays, and it has people pressed. But I do want to address some recurring comments that I'm seeing because there are common themes in how people are responding to this. A lot of people are commenting around children, and
No, guys, look. And let's hope to God that this chick doesn't reproduce. I bet she will. Now, guys, all these chicks here are all saying, this is this anti-natalism selfishness. You know what I'm saying? All this. Now, guys, you might think that, AJ, what's wrong with these chicks saying that they don't want to have kids? Well, guys, a lot of times when us men say we don't want kids, we aren't capping. Guys, 95% of women want kids. 95% of women want kids. I repeat, 95% of women want kids. So the majority of all these chicks that are saying, I don't trust this world to bring a child into it.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
They're damn mad because they're miserable and they want you to join their miserable committee, right? I agree 100% about having kids. I feel like it's borderline selfish to have children to make yourself happy, right? They can cat all they want, but it's their biological imperative to have kids, guys.
The lie detector determined that was a
right? Look at why would women want children when so many are already parenting their partner, parents, or close family and get nothing back and no government support?
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Look at that. Look at that. Legacies are often built for men, but why? We're the ones doing all the labor, yet they come to claim the reward once the work is done. It's our time to now build our own legacies as women. Get the fuck out.
Get out of here.
You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
And guys, we have a 10 super chat or 100 like goal, and we'll go to 304 TikTok as usual. So guys, make sure to hit the like button and the super chat button. I appreciate that, and thanks to all you guys who donated on the cash app. Thanks for that. Let me see.
She's also being condescending, trying to tell other people like how to think. Like I figured it out.
I know a woman who's an attorney by trade, and she said, when she never wanted kids until she hit 35, right? And then all of a sudden, she wanted to have kids, and she ended up having her oldest and getting married, right? And then got divorced, and then got with another dude, had twins. So now she has 3 kids, This is not a joke, right? These chicks cap, but they're wrong. We all know. Guys, the majority of people, now guys, I'm not having kids. I'm not. I don't want kids. I never wanted kids. Guys, if you ask yourself, do I want kids? Anything other than a hard no is a yes. I'm dead ass serious. Every time I've looked myself in the face and said, do I want kids? The answer is no! You know what I mean? And I got the snip, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's it for me. No kids for this guy. No way. So, let's see. Girls, speak your truth. Haters can't handle it.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
This is so frustrating because people are assuming that all women want children, which isn't the case. And
no one said all, but the majority. The majority of women want kids. Guys, the majority of... I'm going to have to make a whole video about this broad. But guys, okay, let's get to this knucklehead here. Like I said, guys, this chick, where's the video of her cleaning up pretty good? You know what I'm saying? She cleans up good. Right? But guys, if you see this, or a chick who looks like this,
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
she has some cakes too. You know what I'm saying? But guys, this is the type of chick. See, back in the day, a chick who looked like this would just leverage her looks, marry a doctor, and move on down the line, right? But now they have to talk.
Life.
Huh?
That's a nice life, by the way. It's like,
and now they have to talk. Why? Garrett Grant, man, with the $5, man. Appreciate that, and thanks for being here as usual, man. And thanks for the $5, man.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
Henry with the
$3.04.
$3.04. Thanks for that, man. Appreciate that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication and I want my croutons, please.
I know guys that are saying that they're only gonna have kids with a chick overseas. You know what I'm saying? They're planning to move out of the United States and then have kids because it's impossible here. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, these are the chicks you gotta watch out for, right? With these filters. Look at that.
Jesus.
Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil. All right, guys, now let's get to this knucklehead, okay? Give me a second here to pull this up. Where's this? Where's this dunderhead at? Hold on. Oh, there she is. There she is. Where's the first one? Okay. Oh boy. Buckle in for this, guys. Buckle in for this. Look at this.
I've been with my husband for almost 20 years, but about 3 years ago, I was strongly considering divorce, and I want to talk to you about why. So I'm going to tell you the story of the day where I thought to myself, maybe I don't want to do this anymore. My husband and I had 4 kids. We both worked full time. We had been together for 16 years at this point. We've been together since high school. And on paper, I have an amazing husband. He is incredibly supportive. He's kind. He's loyal. He's a great dad. He's very...
But, here comes the but. You guys know they say everything before the word but is bullshit.
hands-on. He's an active participant. He's always present. Like, on paper, what else could I ask for? But in reality...
There it is. Right? There it is. I know, guys.
Aren't
you already? Aren't you already like just? Isn't her everything about her voice,
she's on a lot of Adderall.
Her hands, yeah. It's just guys, it's just tap dancing on my nerves, dude. What is going on? Lenny says, "Who's putting up with that?" Facts.
My experience is very similar to the experience of other women. I had this amazing husband who on paper was great, but I was incredibly frustrated and burnt out from our marriage and from motherhood. Because what happens...
There it is, guys. Right there. Right there, guys. Right there, right there. I was burned out from marriage and motherhood as if they have another purpose. See, that's the difference between chicks in the third world and chicks here, where marriage and motherhood is their purpose. Right? Everything else is secondary. This chick probably thinks her job and her friggin' boxes of wine and her stupid friends are... she probably needs time off. Guys, you talk to my friends whose parents are from Vietnam, Laos, Romania, right? India. Their moms don't want time off. Their moms don't want to see them move away to college, right? Guys, put a 1 in the chat. If you have like an Asian friend or whatever whose mom was like so overprotective, you know what I'm saying? Didn't want them to move out, you know what I'm saying? Because their children and their marriage was their very identity. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely insane.
To so many of us is that we marry these amazing men and we have amazing relationships and then we have kids. And when we have kids, women tend to carry a disproportionate amount of the work in the home, the work of raising kids.
And he does the disproportionate amount of work outside the home. Guys, what are the odds that her husband out-earns her? That her husband works more hours? That her husband's commute is longer than hers? Right? That her job is easier than his? That she's probably had to, I need to quit my job. It's so hard. You get an extra job so I can stay home for a couple of years. So Lenny says, why the long face? Yeah. She does have that freaking equine face, you know? Look at that.
And the mental load. And that is exactly what happened to us. About 3 months after my fourth baby was born, I remember looking at my husband and saying, I need more. I need you to do more. I am exhausted. I am in charge of everyone and everything in this house. Every night when we cook dinner, you ask me what to make. Every day when you drop off the kids at day.
And guys, why do you think he does that?
Because when he brings it up that he wants a steak or something, she's saying, we can't do that, and
Yes.
makes a
Yep.
problem out of it.
Guys, chicks don't even know where they want to eat. Like, if you're like, let's go out to eat. Where do you want to go? I don't know. Where do you want to go? How about Chinese? No, I don't want that.
Yeah.
How about pizza? No, I don't want that. How about, no, it's like, why do you keep asking me to bring up things and you just keep saying no? Why?
And they say, like, I need a man who can lead. It's like, I'm not leading you. We're picking something to eat.
Yes. And guys, here's the thing. Guys, what are the odds that she doesn't think that she's doing anything wrong? That she thinks she's just the bee's knees. And imagine how she lectures her husband. An amazing husband doesn't need to be lectured. And it's this guy's fault for freaking dealing with this foolishness in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Beta bear.
Come on, man.
Daycare, you ask me what they need in their backpacks. I am the project manager.
Because if he doesn't do it exactly right, you're gonna nag him. Guys, think about the balls these chicks have, right? Guys, put a 1 if you've gone into a chick's house that you were dating or sleeping with or whatever, and you were like, why does she put her shoes there or whatever? But you don't say anything. Like, maybe she has some weird system. Or like, why does she have 18,000 pillows on her bed, right? But you don't say anything because it's not your place to. But the moment that broad comes to your house, she's, why do you put your work boots over there? Why don't you wipe your feet before you go into your own house? If I want to throw my funky drawers on the floor before I take it, that's my floor. If I want to have a clean clothes laundry basket and a dirty clothes laundry basket, that's my prerogative. Women think that it's their way and everything else is wrong. Men say how snowboard does things is different, how Joe does things is different, how Olmec, Skazi, ever, we do things differently. If it gets done, it is done decent, it's not done wrong. These chicks, well, I want you to go take exactly 15 steps to get to the washer. Then I want you to put the clothes in one by one, but they can't be more than 3.5 inches high. Then you gotta put the water on medium, and then right in between you gotta put, like, why? The damn clothes are gonna get clean. What are you talking about? Absolutely insane.
Of this home, and I need you to do more. And he
Guys, whose idea was it for them to get jobs far away from the home in the first place?
And 4 kids.
Thank you very much.
That's a lot.
looked at me and he said, okay, just tell me what to do, right? Every woman has heard this. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. And I said, okay, something that would make my life easier is if in the mornings when I came downstairs with the 4 kids, because I do mornings by myself, the dishwasher was emptied, the dishes were put away, and the trash was taken out. That would make my life so much easier, because when I've got the 4 kids running around and the baby crying, I can't be looking for their favorite water bottle in the dishwasher. I just need to know it's clean. And he said, yeah, of course. What? Yeah, I'll do that. That's no problem. And so, of course, he does it. But then I have to remind him, and then he forgets, and then I have to remind him again. And there was this one morning where I woke up, and I went to put something in the trash, and it was overflowing. And I went to get my son's water bottle, and it was in the dishwasher with all the other clean dishes. And I felt so disrespected and unseen and unvalued at that.
There you go, guys, right there. This guy needs a divorce.
Yeah.
This guy needs a divorce. Because she felt unseen. She felt undervalued. What does that even mean? Guys, he's getting up. He's going to work. He's putting food on the table. I guarantee he makes the most of the money. If their house gets broken into or if anyone messes with the kids, he'll take care of business, right? He probably has a better retirement. He's not beating her up. He's not an alcoholic. And guys, here's the thing. She says she was planning on divorcing him. To do what? Be a single mom of 4?
Some people are really fucking stupid.
So it'd be even worse.
What did she think was out there for her, guys? To be out here, they're gonna have to sell this house. She'll be in a 3-bedroom apartment, right? They don't think this far ahead.
Beta girl.
Come on, man. And guys, she's only been talking for 2 minutes and 19 seconds, and it seems like a freaking eternity, right?
Yeah.
Old school glass, what's up, dude? Let's see. George Mount, how's it going? Jay-Z, how's it going? Dragons in the building, what's up, man?
That point in time, and I remember texting my husband being like, what happened? Like, why didn't you do this? And
Wait
he said,
for
sorry,
it.
I was running late for work. And I remember thinking, oh my God, he doesn't see me.
His job is more important than yours.
You stupid woman.
Guys, how much you want to bet her job, they don't even need her income, right? Or he just earns so much more than her. Like, if she quit, they could make it work, right? Guys, he cannot afford to be without a job. He probably can't afford to be late to work. Guys, the hubris, the self-centeredness, the ego of these broads. And guys, she started out saying,
women caring about being late to anything.
Of course.
They don't care about that.
And guys, please understand that she said, oh, my husband's a great guy. She listed off all these great things about the guy. Come on, man.
She said he was perfect.
What he's done.
Yeah.
Would she rather that he be late for work? Well, I mean, what was the alternative?
But she didn't feel seen. She didn't feel heard. Please.
And that matters more than him making sure that the kids have insurance, making sure that she can complain over a marble table, 2 marble tables, that they can live in a big, beautiful home, probably 4 or 5 bedrooms, 2-3 baths, in a safe area. They're not living in the hood. That's more important, her being seen, than him going to work to provide this lifestyle that most women would kill to have, even single.
Yep.
You have a family of 4 kids. It's not about you being seen. That's done with.
Yep. Tony says they're all narcissists. Yep, true. And Ray says, who wants to bet a number of those kids aren't his? Jay-Z Fab says Washingtonian. Dude, get out, man. Get out while you still can. I would never go back to Washington State.
Washington State? That's a state?
Yeah, barely. It's a communist dictatorship at this point. John James said, I married a Filipino chick after being married to 2 Americans. He's happy now. He has a daughter. Good on you, man. Let's see. Catwag says, sometimes when there are no big problems, we lose perspective and only see little problems. Facts. Yep.
That's true.
Someone said her husband should go out for a milk and a pack of cigarettes. Just not come back.
Has now made me late for work. And he doesn't care about that. He doesn't care about the impact on me. And he doesn't see how every single thing in our home happens because I ask him to do it, or because I do it myself, or because I planned and organized it. The diaper bag is full because I filled it, right? I put the wipes in there.
Exactly.
And I felt so frustrated. And I remember thinking, what's the point? What's the point of doing this with someone else? I might as well just do it alone. And it's not because
the point is your kids.
Yeah, how much you want to bet he does stuff all the time, but he doesn't want to what's it called? An attaboy for it, right?
Yeah.
You know, he changes the oil in the cars. He friggin' cuts the grass. Trims the hedges. Fixes the toilet, right? Cleans the gutters. But he doesn't say, oh, honey, wait a minute. I need you to. I shouldn't have to tell you to clean the gutters, honey, right? He doesn't say that. What a mess, guys.
Little
Make sure to hit the
disciplines
like
that he
button.
doesn't even realize. Little disciplines that he does behind the scenes that he's not going to say, hey, honey, I did this and this and this. It's so many things to make this happen to where she doesn't have to think about what he does on the outside.
Yes.
But he doesn't bring it up to her face and say, don't you realize I do X, X, X? He doesn't see half the stuff he goes through. Just going to going to work and dealing with the politics, trying to keep the job, trying to rise up in the corporate ladder, making sure
Yep.
and then he comes home, and the least he can expect is that she does her role, that she's not complaining, that she's not expecting these pat on the backs and these attaboy moments. I mean,
Here's the thing.
Kind of childish, isn't
These women say that they do like, was it 10 extra hours of like unpaid labor a week or 15 hours or whatever? Think of this, guys. The average woman works in like 34 hours a week, and the average man works 44.5 hours a week. So I think it's like 10 to 12 hours worth of unpaid labor. That equals out because the guys, so the man on average is working that at his job to make sure that food will always be on the table. That's like the pay gap, right? Let's just say if we're going to bring equal stuff, you actually do see why the pay gap is actually there when you factor in everything, right? Let's just say that there's a earnings gap, right? That means if they're going to bring in equal, the woman has to do 20 extra cents an hour of labor, and that involves changing those dyes. You know what I'm saying? Laughing Man, what's up, man? Good to see you as usual. Let's see.
I hate this whole thing where women talk about the unpaid labor that they do, or men helping them out with their stuff. The stuff that men are expected to do, men never ask women to help them with it. Can you imagine, guys, if you've been mowing the lawn for 3 years, the front yard and the backyard, and you just go to your wife and say, "You never help me with the yard. You don't appreciate me because you don't ever come out here and pick leaves up off the ground." It never happens, ever.
You help me fix
You never
the
help me change the tire, so you don't love me. It never happens. Number one. Number two, men work more stressful jobs. A man can come home and help a woman with her problems, but a woman wouldn't ever go to work, or she can't go to work and help a man with his problems. It's all about what a man can do to help the woman, but a woman never conceives about what she can do to help the man.
It's the expectation, because a man doesn't expect a woman to help him with his problems. You know what I'm saying? And this is why, guys, once again, I think Andrew Wilson, he was talking to chicks, and he got them to admit that women can't fight men, right? So they use what we tell them against us, to hurt us emotionally. So they want us to open up and be sensitive, right? So that they can have some ammunition when they get mad at us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they can stab you in the heart with it.
So I always say that women can't stab you. Women can't hurt you unless you. The only thing that women could hurt you with is ammunition that you give them.
Yep, it's true. Yep. Don't open up to them, guys. I'm telling you, because the moment you're mad, that's why your father never loved you, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's why your parents left you out of the will, or that's why it's like, dang, that's cold, because I think it was Bill Burr who was like, you can imagine Rihanna said, that's why your albums don't sell, motherfucker, to Chris Brown. That's why I sell more albums than you. You know?
My husband didn't love me, or he
Chris Brown last year, he did that kind of tell-all thing where he described the situation, and people are starting to come around to his side.
Yeah. I've seen people talking positively about Chris Brown and defending him in the comments, just like, she was punching him, bit him, and da-da-da. You know what I'm saying?
While he was driving his $270,000 Lamborghini.
Yeah, and threw the key out the car and all. Dude, there's actually, like, the public is coming. Look, Chris Brown's still always been popular. He's been selling out concerts and stuff. His albums have been going platinum. He's just being ignored by the mainstream media. You know what I'm saying? But I really feel like there's a mainstream kind of like to the court of public opinion is actually swinging back around to Chris Brown. So
and remember at the time, their publicist and their handlers said that they had gotten physical in public before. They start fighting in restaurants, and their handlers will have to pull them out the back door. Because people are like, what the hell's going on? Both of them were physically violent, well, towards each other. And then remember, after the whole thing came out, Rihanna and Chris Brown, they stayed together for like another 9 months, and she was there in like every single court case because she knew she was wrong. I guarantee you, at least once or twice a year, Chris Brown calls up Rihanna and was like, he's probably like, "Look what you did."
Yeah, because remember, she had that Christmas album that had dropped. Dude, he was about to be huge.
Yep.
And then once that picture came out of friggin' Rihanna's face looking like Hagler Hearns, man, yo, that was it for him, you know? So
to me, and it's not because I didn't love him, but because I felt so taken advantage of in our relationship. And this dynamic, it doesn't happen by accident, right? It's not like my husband did it to me, but we've been raised in this society that tells men and women who they should be in marriages and what it looks like to be a good mom versus a good dad. And we know the bar for moms is way up here in the bar.
And there's all this new age woo-woo effingist foolishness, guys. This guy is cooked.
The sad part about it is...
Hold on. This guy is cooked. Guys, this chick right here, she's questioning her very purpose in the marriage. Because she's basically saying...
To the public.
Yes. Yeah. And guys, you don't think people are going to... There's people out there that are going to see her in public and look at her husband and be like, you're a piece of trash. Who was saying something?
Oh, and what shocks me the most about this, AJ, is that this is a woman. Like, this guy must have done something right because you married him. He did all the work, courted her, proposed to her, wedding, children, and she's still hating like this. This is insane.
Yeah. Horrible.
Her dad's is way down here. And we fell into these norms.
Look at that. She said, and the bar for dads is way down here. Please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Look at that.
They just don't think this way. Like, I just came from Brazil, and they literally think the opposite, in which they put the man at the bar is high, and they say, well, we're just trying to meet where you at. So their mindset is completely the opposite of what she's describing. They have the utmost respect for the man in that country, even the homeless man. I walked across quite a few of them, and they would treat them with the utmost respect. Can I help you, sir? I mean, I couldn't obviously understand their language at the time, but you can just tell they just bending down. They're not stepping over them. They have the respect for the homeless man on the street. So it's a completely different mindset there. What she's saying is like topsy-turvy over there.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. I don't.
We fell into these roles in our family despite the fact that we never wanted to. And I'm lucky, and I say lucky because I have a partner who I know loves me and wants me to be happy and was willing.
There it is, guys, right there. And right therein lies the rub.
Partner. Right, you hear partner, right? Not man, not my man, not my husband.
Right there. Yeah.
Guys,
right there.
Guys in the panel, what does it mean when a woman says partner instead of husband or boyfriend? What does that mean?
Guys, we all know what it means, right?
You gotta play that one more time, man. That's hilarious, dude.
Guys, these chicks they use the term partner for a reason, because it's a lot of you guys know how the LDH TVs and the wokes, they don't want definitions, they want to make labels as nebulous as possible so they can't define what woman is or whatever. So they want to use these non-descriptive descriptors, and it started with the spiritual word. Guys, what does spiritual even mean? If you ask someone, what is your religion? I'm spiritual. If you have to ask a follow-up question, it means they didn't tell you anything. It's a non-descriptive descriptor. Yeah. How are you? I'm fine. What does fine mean? Right? I'm good. I'm bad. I'm angry. I'm sad. What do you mean by fine? Even guys, women say, You ask them what's going on. They use nothing.
Yeah.
As a non-descriptive descriptor, or I'm fine. Because they're not answering anything. It's deflecting. And guys, partner is a deflective word. It's a non-descriptive descriptor. And here's the thing. If you say boyfriend, husband, fiance, girlfriend, fiance, wife, there's expectations that come with the word that they have to be held to.
Commitment.
A wife has a certain expectation to do things. Now, if all four of us were going into business as partners, we'd have to sit down and hash out a contract, right? And actually have the actual roles and responsibilities. But it's the same in church. It's not about the Bible. It's about a relationship. Meaning, let's throw out all the roles and responsibilities of a relationship with Christianity, right? And just go by feelings. You guys, honestly, any time that any chick says partner, guys, what do you automatically think?
Why are you gay?
You know what I mean? So
being able to change. And so we did the work to figure out what equity looked like in our relationship. And I can tell you now, 3 years later, that we are happier than ever. Our kids are thriving. Our home runs like a well-oiled machine. And that took a lot.
That's what she thinks.
Yeah.
Right? Does he pee sitting down by now too? Right? And guys, how much you want to bet there's some broad at his job or whatever that he's, you know what I'm saying? You know?
Maybe.
Out of work. I want to say it took like 18 months to get there, and it was well worth it. But it is not uncommon. And so if your wife is coming to you and she's saying, I'm burnt out by the mental load and I need you to do more, she's not just saying that because she wants you to do more chores. She's saying that because truly it can hurt your relationship. It can ruin your marriage if you do not participate.
If you don't do exactly what she tells you to do. Okay, please. Come on.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Yeah. Yeah, Lenny said it the best. I, me. Yep. Yeah. Dude, I guarantee you this chick does not put out. They probably only had sex 4 times and they're just to have those kids. You know?
A lot of that frustration, I see it because I see we know they get like this if they're not getting enough of it or they're not getting time enough, and then when things happen in the bedroom, they're like little pussycat.
Yeah.
So that's what's really going down. Is she's not being satisfied. Whatever's going on in the bedroom is not happening. So all the kids, his working, probably late hours, they're not having that intimate me time that women do need, and men need it too. So then that creates a rift. You know, the kids, the husband, the wife, the roles come before the actual marriage, and then things just kind of split apart. And then the glue that keeps the marriage together, in a lot of cases, in most cases, in all cases, going to be sex, and they're just not getting enough of it. You can tell he's frustrated.
What?
That's a good point.
You work too with 4 kids, and he had the audacity to not do those simple tasks. Someone says, yeah, he can't have both. She should quit and focus on the home, and then she'll be fine. Facts.
And it's probably only like 1 or 2 times he didn't do it over like 15 years.
Raising 4 kids is still super hard, even if one of the parents stays home. So it's really up to her to work or not. Someone says women are equipped to raise families, men not so much. See, guys, this is why this misandry is all over the place. Who was saying something?
Right, we're not equipped to raise families.
And I guarantee you, she works just enough to pay for the daycare.
Yeah.
Because if she has 4 kids, odds are she's paying about between $1,200 to $1,500 a month per kid.
How do you know she's not the breadwinner? Maybe he should quit. Women are making more than men in many cases.
So he's giving her the gift.
She should be the bread maker, not the breadwinner.
So he's giving her the gift of allowing her to spend all her time with her 4 children without giving them to strangers.
That's not a gift these days. It's a curse.
Complain
to women.
It's a curse to actually want to raise your own children.
Yep.
She would much rather not, because that's the alternative.
Kids as obstacles to get to where they want to go or to get the desires. I'm telling you. Women
Wow.
women want a wedding and don't want to be a wife. Women want pregnancy and the birth, but they don't want to be a mother. The sad part about it is a lot of these broads, especially the masculine hard faced B-dubs, the first time that they've ever been treated like a lady is when they're pregnant.
Yeah.
Isn't that sad? So the first time people have actually gave a dang, gave up their seats for them, maybe bought their groceries, the grocery store, help, treated them out of the goodness of their heart was when they were pregnant. Isn't that sad?
In an equitable way in your home. And so what does that look like? What does it look like to change these dynamics? Well, we need to really assess in our homes what the work looks like. Because in most homes, the data supports this, women do a disproportionate amount of the work.
Because they want to. Guys, during the cough, and they're like, oh, these chicks, they were forced to. You don't think these chicks said, to hell with this social distancing, I'm staying home. You don't think they did that voluntarily? You think that a woman 99% of the time would not choose to take care of her children over doing anything else? Well, these Western chicks, I'm not sure, because they act like being a mother is torture these days.
That's true.
They do more of the cooking and the cleaning and the laundry and the childcare while also working full time. And men have more time for things like their hobbies, like golf, for example, or just working out, running a marathon, right? And so we need to have hard conversations about what our time looks like, what our labor in the home looks like.
You see what she said about running a marathon?
Yeah,
obviously, that's what he likes to do. She's like, running a marathon. Yeah. What do you do as a hobby that's constructive? He's probably running away from her ass.
I was listening to NPR one time, and I was listening to this thing about great divorces and how a lot of guys will off themselves after getting divorced in their 50s. Why? It's because 85% of marriages, the woman is the social director. So the woman is the one who determines what friends you have, where you go on the weekends, all that stuff, right? And that's the same thing with the household. Women just take over the household, and a man willingly gives it to her. Like, hey, if you can run things around here, but the biggest problem is they don't understand. If you take over the household, you're doing it in perpetuity. You can't just say, I'm doing everything around here. You don't do enough. It doesn't work that way. You can give women everything they want in the house and still think that you're not doing enough. It's insane. So, Jesse was don't let them determine how the house works. Don't do it. Just don't let that dynamic ever happen.
Yeah,
because
Top G, he was on the Hodge Twins. You guys watch that whole 3-hour interview. It was hilarious. But he said it the best. He said, dude, it's only like white dudes and Western dudes that actually listen to these broads. Chinese dudes don't. Middle Eastern dudes don't. African dudes don't. You know what I'm saying? We're the only group in the West where they're like, yes, honey, you've never accomplished anything, but we'll let you vote and boss me around in the house, please. Come on.
This guy know you gay?
Come on, man. What are you talking about?
How many of your friends that are guys are actually accomplished men, right? And their wife has some stupid job as a secretary, or maybe they have some multi-level marketing thing, and the man has to navigate his wife's emotions and make her feel like somehow she's equally contributing to the house.
Yeah, facts. Yep.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Well, Kevin Samuels, he said it the most.
Owner, and she sells Amway.
Kevin Samuels, he said it the best. He said when he first started doing his consulting, he would talk to guys that were like titans of industry, and their wives would treat them like they were on fries at McDonald's. He's like, this guy is basically the equivalent of a lord or a duke. This guy is giving you a life that you could never afford on your own, and you have the nerve to insult him? What are you talking about? Doesn't make any sense.
Like, what is invisible labor? We have to talk about these things, and when we don't, the alternative is that you no longer have a marriage.
Yeah, and who's that going to work out for, right? She's gonna be out in these streets.
I don't have a happy one.
In her 40s.
And so I
with 4
share this
kids.
story because
Guys, it gets worse. Hold on.
Her voice is terrible.
yesterday I told a really personal story about how I was considering divorcing my husband after being together for 16 years because our marriage felt unfair, specifically when it came to the work required to manage a home and raise kids and the mental load. And this is
she looks like Pat. Yeah, she looks like hold on.
She's wearing her ass on the front. What is going on? That's good, man. That's perfect. That's exactly what
Oh no, what a mess. Guys, make sure to hit the like button.
She actually looks
super chat
attractive.
button. Guys,
Like
damn,
facially,
we're
she looks good. Why is she wearing? Is she purposely turning off her husband? Like he comes home to see this. Imagine that. You come home after a hard day's work.
Yeah,
This is what you see.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Someone
That's
says
why
why.
she's not getting any.
That's a good point.
So guys,
I mean,
so she's
secretary's hotter at
addressing
work.
the comments here, right? And I guarantee she didn't expect people to go in on her husband. And people don't understand misandry. Like once she put her husband out there, all these chicks are just gonna think he's a piece of trash. This person says, "Why are so many people being mean? They fixed it. Even if he's being internally sexist and slacking off, he loved her and cared enough to fix it. That's a good thing." Please. Look at that. Look at that.
I can't get over this, man. That's just crazy. That is wild.
This is obviously a very common question I get, which is, what do we do to fix the situation? And so I will tell you. First and foremost, not all of our conversations around this were graceful. Sometimes it was a fight about the dishwasher, and ultimately those fights never resulted in any productive change, like ever. The thing that really helped us was we came together one day and I said to him, like, I'm incredibly unhappy. I don't want to be unhappy anymore. And he came to me and told me how he was feeling, which was like he was feeling a lot of shame and embarrassment and frustration. And I was feeling alone and isolated, and I felt like a failure. And so we came together and we said, okay.
And talked about their feelings. Guys, this is not the way to do things. And they were probably talking for hours and hours and hours, and all of it was.
No, I'm just emotional. Why don't you understand that?
Jessica, what's up, dude? He says modern women don't realize that they'll completely destroy the future generation of girls. Yeah, dude, Switzerland's in the house, man. Good to see you.
Show me the money!
we had the Swiss banker in the house.
Okay, what do we want ultimately? We want the marriage we had 3 years ago.
How did it change? Because you changed it. Because you're an idiot, right? He didn't change. Because men don't really change. Women do.
You stupid woman.
To be happy and healthy and thriving. We want our home to function well. We don't want me to be doing everything.
No, I want you to do exactly what I tell you to do. That's what that translates to, guys. Absolutely insane.
He doesn't want to feel like I'm constantly yelling at him. And so what do? How do we change this dynamic? I think first and foremost, we had to get on the same page about what our goal was. What are we trying to do here?
You mean her goal?
Ultimately, we needed to share the work more equally or in an equitable way. So it's never 50-50. It just can't be in life. But it's much more fair than it was. And then we had to talk about how to do it. So I think we had to really break down how we got here. Like, why did we end up here? And ultimately, it's not just our faults as a couple. Like, there's obviously things we both could have done differently. But we live in a society that tells men and women who they should be and tells us what to prioritize.
Again
and
with this.
What it looks like to be a good dad and a good mom. And we live in a system that essentially places this burden on women from the get-go, the mental load of it all.
There you go, guys. Right?
Why?
Why would you?
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
Why would you marry this? Guys, I want you to put the amount of ones you put in the chat. shows how you would never marry a knucklehead like this. Never! Guys, I would rather stick it in a blender than stick it in this chick. I'm serious. Like, what does it... Here's the thing, guys. This chick has no leverage. No leverage. If he leaves her, she's cooked. He can go and find another one. Guys, here, let's pump the brakes, guys. Let's pump the brakes. Joe, snowboard, cook with me here. This is a mental prison. This is women relying on men's benevolence and good-heartedness and selflessness. This is all manipulation. That's cloaked in wanting
about being productive.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, what did he say?
So she's trying to make a logical argument about splitting quote unquote labor, but the way she did it to him was via guilt and shame. I guarantee it.
And she's trying to cloak it and she's being manipulative under the cloak of wanting to be productive. Yes. Yep. And guys, he should not be putting up with this in his house. He shouldn't, because it's his house. This isn't his house. This is her house. He just shows up every now and then, and P's sitting down. This guy's marriage is cooked. And guys, here's another thing we haven't even talked about, that we touched on briefly. Guys, she's putting this out there in public for everyone to see.
Yeah.
So now the whole world thinks he's a piece of trash. You guys remember, all you guys that have rocked with the channel for a long time? There was the lady who went viral because she was talking about how her husband either like had a hotel room on a work trip with a female co-worker, or was she cheating? I'm not sure. So she put it out there on TikTok and then had to make a follow-up. Please stop calling my husband's work. Please. We're a one-income household. I'm a stay-at-home mom. So wait a minute, you dummy. You moron. He works and you stay home and you put his business out there?
You stupid woman.
To where he might get fired and you guys might be homeless? What are you doing?
Beta girl.
Are you serious? Only a 304 would do something so stupid. They call that biting the hand that feeds you. Why? That would be like saying, this is the only way that I have to get to work, this car. So instead of taking care of it, I'm going to slash all the tires. It doesn't make any sense. Patchwork, how's it going, my friend?
And she's trying to do, and probably has done, like death through 1,000 betatizations, and she's just trying to get more and more and more. She's just gonna keep wearing them down.
Guys, we'll come back to this because let's look at the
until it becomes
and she doesn't respect the marriage either if she's putting it.
Look at this, guys.
Out to public.
Just know.
Look at this.
That if he do those things at work, he can damn for sure do it at home. He's just choosing not to.
And isn't it funny because if a woman can behave herself at work and follow orders at work, she can damn sure do it at home, right? But no one ever says that, do they? Right? That's what Kevin Samuels always said about B-dubs. Well, some B-dubs know how to act at work. Some, right? But they can't act right at home? Absolutely insane.
I met someone today who essentially told me, I was explaining like the mental load to him and what women go through when it comes to the mental load and like decision fatigue and all those things. And he was saying, oh my gosh, like I deal with that kind of stuff at work, like when things fall in my lap, or I do things so that they don't fall in my lap. Essentially, like moms just take over and try to make sure everything happens because she knows it's going to fall in her lap at some point. She just takes care of it. It's like, I do that at work. Oh, Oh, so you do that at work?
Because he can't get fired because he has to provide for his family. You absolute dunderhead. It's not the same thing. What are you talking? Guys, this is such a false equivalency, right? Guys, this is proof. Guys, put a 1 if you agree that this just shows that these women live in bizarro world, right? They live life on easy mode. Guys, we're sitting there playing Halo on Legendary. And they're freaking playing Mario World easy settings. You know what I'm saying? With unlimited continues. Their entire life has a contra code. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA select, start. And then don't act like they can tell us anything about hardship. What are you talking about? And guys, here's the thing. You know what? Here, guys, cook with me here, right? In the same way that women expect to be able to enjoy their jobs, right? Guys, let me know. Did you ever go into any type of work thinking that you were going to enjoy yourself? Guys, is enjoyment any type of prerequisite for a job? Like the idea that I'm gonna enjoy my job is so alien to me, right? Or that my job's gonna be rewarding. Seriously, they make those.
Well, you can enjoy your job. It doesn't mean you're not going to have stress.
No, because you know what it is.
That job.
Guys, here's the thing.
A surgeon enjoys his work, but it's stressful.
But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I think that well, first of all, guys, I don't have a dream job because I don't want to work. Honestly, if I get paid to just be me, you know what I'm saying? I would, because I don't want to have to be anywhere. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. That's not reasonable, obviously, right? See, I'm a man, right? I know that I have to work until I die. A woman will say, I want to do what I want to do all of the time, and someone else has to pay for it. The government, a boyfriend, or whatever. But either way, guys will say, I'm in a job that I love. Let's just say you're a guy and you're working at a job where your job is rewarding, it's fun, you like your coworkers, and they go, hey yo Joe, how much are they paying you over there at that job you love? And you go, I'm making $150,000. We'll double it. Do you think Joe is not gonna go over to a job that he might hate to make double? That's how men are. Men will say, look, I will join the military. I will drive a truck and work long hours and not see people. I will do stuff because we got to get paid. It's the same in marriage. Joe, you were saying something?
Yeah, just that it's rare for a man to have the luxury of having a job that he both actually enjoys doing and makes good money doing it. That's an extreme rarity. Yeah. Whereas with women, they can do OnlyFans. They can kind of do little things on the side, selling little trinkets here and there, and do well because they're women, so they can do easier jobs, things they love to do, and get away. Or bartending, for example. Right? You're not really bartending, are you? You don't really need to know much. You just need to show up and look pretty and have some decent bar skills. Whereas a man has to actually learn how to bartend. And actually has to be good at it.
On freaking
they just have to be a Coyote Ugly 304.
Yeah, they just crack beers open. They can't make a drink. What are you talking about?
And we don't. And as men, when we go into these places, we don't expect them to do all of that. Yeah. It's impressive if they do it. But the point I want to make is, like, for example, it's even for me to get the job that I have, which I consider a dream job, which is I'm a trader. It took me years to actually start to make money from doing it. But I still went through hell in order to get profitable enough to now where I can have the autonomy to then travel and do the things I want to do. But even the process to get to where it's now easy was a son of a bitch.
But Joe, here's the thing. You have hobbies, right? You have hobbies, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, and you enjoy your hobbies more than your job, right?
Well, my job, I love my job.
But
I would put about equal.
What I'm saying is that, well, guys, most men like their hobbies more than their jobs, but they just know that they can't make as much of a living doing their hobbies as their jobs, so we do both. You know what I'm saying? What chicks chicks don't have hobbies, so there goes my argument, but they want to be able to guarantee that they want They want to be able to get a gender studies degree and have it pay as much as an engineering degree.
Yeah,
they want to major in psychology and not get a PhD, expect to get paid as much as a person who has a real degree. My point is, they want to enjoy work, and they want relationships and marriage and motherhood to only be enjoyable. They don't understand it's hard.
Yeah.
Because these chicks are talking about the mental stress. There's women who had 3 or 4 kids. Their husband got drafted and went to Nam. Or stormed the beach in Normandy and never came home. Or got blown up in a friggin' mine blast. You know what I'm saying? Or 2 of their kids died from polio. You know what I'm saying? The fact that these broads have anything to say about any of that. Did you guys see in France they had to shut down the underground train because they were doing some maintenance? Like, gee, what's that weird thing down there? Oh, that's an 1,100-pound bomb from World War II. Everybody out. You know what I'm saying? Dude, there's guys that had to do cleanup in Japan and Germany and France and clean all that ordnance up for years.
Fukushima.
Yeah.
Nuclear director.
Yeah, Chernobyl.
They have to go in. Man,
when they in Kuwait when they set the oil wells on fire, those guys had to wear those huge heat suits with those blast shields and get up there to put the fires out. Yes, Ali. Yes, college is a waste of money, guys. And I have a master's degree. All of you men out there, right? Don't go to college unless you're going for science, technology, engineering, math. I don't count biology. Biology, guys, is not STEM anymore. I don't care what anyone says. It's not. That's why there's so many chicks in biology. Okay, it's the only STEM class you see nothing but chicks. Guys, if you have an engineering bachelor's, you will earn as much as a PhD in biology. Okay, economics, accounting, IT, and then obviously like law school or whatever. And guys, if you are gonna get a STEM degree, engineering, physics, guys, don't go to grad school. Don't go to grad school. You do not need a master's in engineering. You don't need a master's in physics. Every single person that I know, my friends that are PhDs in chemistry, PhDs in engineering, said the worst thing they ever did was get a PhD. Because that's less time that they could have spent working. If you get your bachelor's degree in engineering and you're working, you will make more money over time because you spent the 4 years that someone spent doing a PhD actually in the field. Jessica! What's up, man?
Hey guys, how are you? Can you hear me?
How you been,
Yeah, I
man?
dropped by for a few minutes. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm trying to survive in these markets, as you may have known, which are a little bit bumpy with
just
the
a
orange
little
man.
bit, man. Just a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of
But-
crazy over here. Oh, look, Adrian says that he's a trader also. Yeah. And then Steve said that he's doing his IT search. Yeah, go for it, dude. Guys, my one friend, he did his IT search and he makes $300,000 a year. My other friend, he has an associate's in IT and then he has his certs and he makes like 140. And then all the guys that I know and then I have another friend who's up in the $200,000 range, and none of them have bachelor's degrees. So, yeah.
The thing is to do something which pays and which is in demand, and that's the thing. You can be a plumber and get a lot of money, or electrician.
Jessica, are you trying to say that a gender studies or underwater lesbian degree won't pay?
Not yet. Not yet. No, but I mean, my take on the topic, if I may, is that women they want the degree not for their future. It's only for their vanity, you know. So they want to get to be called that I got a degree in college, and then that tells everyone she's educated. But then when you check what degree she got, it's a worthless piece of paper which nobody will ever use, and then they get in debt for that. Just to, I mean, it's completely a waste of money, a waste of time, and clearly they lack guidance. And
But
who gives them guidance?
there's
Well,
one more factor,
no one.
Jessica. They want a useless degree from a prestigious school.
Yes. Because you need the underwater basket weaving degree from Harvard, okay? Or from Yale. You really need that postmodern lesbian dancing class.
Postmodern lesbian.
Yeah.
Astrology.
And then they want,
Yeah.
and then they want to get the man who actually got a useful degree, who was able to get a useful career to pay off their college debt.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Here I come to save the day.
Not happening, guys. Guys, what do I would say, guys, don't pay their bills. That's the worst thing you can do. Hey, Joe, do you remember that guy who went viral like during the cough? Because he's like, oh, yo, man, I ain't giving my girl a wedding ring. I paid off her student loans, man. That was like 70 bands, son. Remember that? That was his engagement present to his girlfriend. He paid off $70,000 in student loan debt.
God.
What an absolute dunderhead. What are you doing?
Some people are really fucking stupid.
I know a trader who became very successful. The same line of work I am. He Forex. I do for futures. He does Forex. And I don't know him personally, but I was gobsmacked. That's his wife. He's been with her a couple of years. But when he said that he worked as hard as he did for almost 4 years, building up a personal account. And then when he finally got his $100,000, he had $100,000 debt for a college degree that even he didn't know what it was. And that was she got something, I don't know, but I just paid it off, and she gave me.
Whoa, what?
I was like,
oh my God,
no,
cash,
no.
100K after taxes. So he had to make about 161, almost 140 to get the equivalent of 100K cash so he actually paid 140
to bail her out. To bail her out. Foolish
That's
decision. It's a very, very
crazy.
It's something we have to stop doing as men. We have to let them crush into the wall, and then maybe they will come back with more humbleness in their heart. Because currently they're completely out of whack. So yeah.
I told you guys.
It's a shame.
This is the year, gentlemen. 2025 with the orange man back in the White House, gentlemen. They're cutting Section 8. They're cutting food stamps. They're not paying off student loans. We will not give them our money, gentlemen. So say we all.
And get back the food stamps.
Here.
The government wants their food stamps back.
Oh yeah. Guys, I'm putting out a video tonight about housing. They're coming for Section 8, right? They're gonna kick these broads out.
No more career-minded Section 8.
Seriously, guys, we just hit 100 likes in like record time. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Now you guys know where we have to go now, right? Let's finish this first.
You know what it feels like. You care about work, but you don't care enough to do that at home. You don't care enough to make sure that, your wife doesn't feel those things. You're perfectly fine.
What does she say, guys? Your wife doesn't feel those things.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
Why?
What are you talking about?
Why?
I don't know what she's talking about.
And with her making all the decisions and being responsible for every fucking thing, just so that you don't have to take responsibility for any of the decisions. So you don't have to take responsibility for your fucking family. You'd rather see them drown until she says that she wants a divorce. And then it's like, oh, whoa. Sis, what are you doing? A divorce? We're not that bad off. Meanwhile, she's been telling you for fucking years all the things that she's wanted and needed, and you've ignored her.
No, this is rage bait. This is rage baiting,
look,
AJ.
Mom, psych therapist. So she's a psych chick, and she says she's a divorce warrior, right? So guys, we all know what that means. Don't we, guys?
You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom.
And she's just mad. She's mad, guys. I guarantee that okay, let's just say this chick is like some type of therapist, so she probably earns decent, right? And look at her. She's like a 3. That means, guys, she got pregnant with a freaking nug. You know what I'm saying? and she thought somehow that she's gonna make him into freaking Tyrone. Not happening, right? And then she's like, "What if you ain't gonna have a job? At least clean up around here. Stop playing Madden. You clean up around here." And now she's mad at the world. You know, guys, stay. I'm telling you guys, I'm allergic to B-dubs, man. I'm serious. I'm serious. You know.
She's told you, hey, can you do this? Very simple thing. Hey, can you do this? Very simple thing. And because you start to do those simple things, you think that she's just not going to just leave you still because you feel like you've measured up. You feel like you've done all the things.
Damn
You
if
think
you do,
because
damn
you
if you
guys have
don't.
been in it since you were 15 that she's not going to leave. Guarantee you it's only a matter of time, because if she had to push you to go to therapy, she's going to have to continue to push you.
Guys, never
go to
ever.
therapy.
Thank you very much.
It's a
Guys,
scam and grift.
you are better going to the electric chair than going to therapy. I'm dead ass serious. I'm serious.
A waste of time and money, and
at least the chair is it's just one trip and you're done. These therapists, they charge you an arm and a leg, and for what? Just so she's right and you're wrong. Facts.
Yeah.
Now, guys, here, let's.
Then she can act like Dr. Malfi off The Sopranos. What's the point?
Yeah.
She's not a couples therapist.
Jessica, did you see last week's? Hold on, guys. I gotta play her again. You guys remember this chick?
Yeah.
You remember this chick?
Yeah.
Already the hand in the air. I love it. I love the hand already.
An SW. Like, I love selling this twat. Right off the rip, I do. 'Cause this is what works for me. This is what I can do without.
Oh my god. Tells it like it is.
You guys know.
I love selling this twat.
Oh, she's a whore.
Oh, that's a good one.
Without bothering other people. When I worked 9 to 5s, I was constantly late, constantly calling in sick. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't for me. So why would I put my own burdens on my coworkers because I can't show up?
So for all you guys that didn't see this one yesterday, this one's so good. I have to play this again. I mean, on Sunday.
On time, and so they can't leave because I'm not there. Don't make sense. I was not forced into this lifestyle. I did not join this lifestyle out of survival. I joined this lifestyle because I wanted to. Literally because I wanted to. I said, you know what? I didn't even know that was an option. Let me do that. Because one thing I can do, baby, I can get down. Okay?
You tell her she's a goddamn whore.
Oh, I didn't do the intro. Sorry, guys. I didn't do the intro. You guys know where we had to go now, right?
Y'all want to ask me what I'm doing? I'm outside home. I work at Hoeing. Y'all want to know what company I work at? I work at Hoeing.
Guys, quick question. What would you do? What would you do if that was your daughter saying that online?
Dude, I don't know, but Jessica, do you actually think that this broad knows who her father is?
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
But I don't know.
I would probably do like military boot camp or something like that, maybe. Like military, perhaps.
He's assuming that like one day you're just sitting in your office and someone goes, "Hey, yo, Joe, dude, open this link," and you see your daughter that you've raised for 19, 20 years.
Smearing your name in the mud.
What would you
I don't know.
Do? She's going to get you to do.
My kids won't be raised in America to begin with.
Facts. There you go.
That's the starters.
There you go, man.
My take would be, how does the Coven has internet?
Hey, how to friggin' the friggin' hey man, the places with a lot of sand where they can't drive, I think that they do it the right way a little bit. More and more. Every time that I see this, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, and this cat 5 year, and I've.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
They all think it's good, right?
Yeah.
Come
so
on,
proud.
guys.
So proud.
Come on. And then they're like, a man will have sex with a hole in the wall. And yet they're like, mine is fine. Please.
Always been hypersexual. So, and if anything, being an SW has helped really toned down my hypersexuality because I don't, men just get on my nerves. They just get on my nerves. But back to the point. I'm not a victim. I don't need or want help. I don't need you to save me. I literally went from being a healthcare worker, an in-home healthcare worker, to a 304. So it's not like I'm stupid. I have, you know what I'm saying? I have my diploma.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
And all that good shit. Like, I can work anywhere I fucking wanted to, honestly. But this is what I want to do. This is what works for me. Like, you guys never do this when it comes to other jobs. If someone has been a secretary for 15 fucking years, you're never like, oh, well, how come you haven't stepped up? How come you haven't tried to... No.
Guys, she could have been an astronaut, but she just chose,
comparing being a 304 to being a secretary is wild. You need Jesus.
and it's not Jesus, it's Jesus.
you comparing being a 304 to being a secretary is wild. You need Jesus. Post. Oh no!
They like being a secretary, so that's what they're gonna do. Secretize. Is that a word? And I like to sell cats, so that's what I'm gonna do. Sell it. And by lumping all of us sex workers as, you know what I'm saying, victims, you're actually undermining and discrediting the actual real victims, the bitches who are actually being trafficked. You're worried about me because I'm on here, hey, instead of the underage women who are out on the blade. The fuck? Y'all so worried about me. You're too pretty to do this. You're way too pretty. And even
the lie detector determined that was.
Guys, I hope it's clear now. I hope it's clear for everyone. Okay, what's happening? She told us. I mean, come on.
Jessica, you know what the blade is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, where they're out there on the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Literally walking.
No, the blade is in the club. No, it's the pole.
No. The blade is, the street they all walk down to
track.
The track to get picked up by
For
John.
me, it's the pole. That pole in the stripper.
But they call it the blade because it's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? But this
here.
The streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
Ali says dudes who let their wives run the household will win divorce. Facts. Spending 60 hours per day has to pay for a mansion. But she's unhappy. Yeah, facts. Yep. Guys, just think about how knuckleheaded that these 304s are, right? Guys, these chicks will marry like an NBA player, an NFL player, a CEO who works 70 hours a week or a surgeon, and be in a big house, driving a Lambo truck, and then whine that he's never around. Are you out of your goddamn mind?
They never self-reflect.
You stupid woman!
What are you talking about? What do you think is paying for that house you're in? And to think that you can just what? If he drop kicks you, what are you gonna do? Doesn't make any sense.
AJ, she built the man who made that house. You understand?
Please, right. Yeah.
How dare you?
Every great man is a strong woman.
Yeah. She was behind, like managing the CEO,
And behind every successful woman is a guy that she divorced and took half of his money. Period.
Yeah. It's her house. I mean, it's not yours.
Doesn't make any sense, man.
Comes to other SWs, when they find out that I walk the blade. Hell yeah. If I'm in a certain city and the blade is cracking, hell yeah, I'm putting my feet down. You got me fucked up. But motherfuckers will be like, oh, you're too pretty to be on the blade. You should be on the carpet. Bitch, I am. I'm on all of it. I'm on the carpet. I'm on the net. I'm walking. I'm all that. All that because I love what I do and I do what I love. And it's just something about when a fine ass man hands you some money, like knowing like in the right circumstances you could have got it. You could have got this for free, but you decided to pay me anyways. Hell yeah. There's just something so like cunty about having, you know what I'm saying, somebody bring you an NDA and be like, yeah, sign this. Like, oh, okay, big money. Like, it's...
Jesus,
Speaking of hell.
They're demons, guys. Absolute demons.
It's really something so motherfucking player about meeting a motherfucker, having them come, and then they message you like, oh yeah, I'll be back tonight.
Yeah,
What?
they never
Give me a
come
few
back.
hours, I'll be back. And they come back. There's something so soul-soothing about a motherfucker buying photos. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even want to see me, you just want to see my body. Okay, fuck it then.
I wonder
Like,
what
oh,
her
you want
father
me
thinks.
so bad, you willing to just accept this photo in this video? I love it.
No soul, guys. No soul.
No, they're morally bankrupt. You know why? There's no father in the home.
Not at all.
That's it.
Here you go, guys. This chick again.
It's Saturday, y'all. Happy trapping. I hope today you have a way better day than you did yesterday. Because I know for a fact that I had my foot on y'all neck and I took all the trap that was on the blade. Yeah.
Jesus.
But nah, real talk though, let's get to this money. Y'all be safe tonight, all the 304s. Even if you're not a 304, all my hustlers that's up late night. Y'all be safe and let's get to this bag. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get this bag.
And don't forget, if your hoe ain't going, stay down till you come up. And till you win, ho. Sometimes.
I guess that's supposed to be like a message of empowerment.
Yes, yes. So strong.
Is that
Maggie.
hey, wait. Is that her idea of a I have a dream speech?
It's one small step for hope.
Oh man. Doesn't make any sense.
One small step for man.
Yeah, one big step for
And one trick might be the one. Just try to get you on.
They expect pretty woman scenarios, you think? What's your role when they do that?
Oh yeah. And
What was that? What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Bro, what did I just see?
every day, but really, like on weekends, put that shit on. They want to see something sexy.
Would you date this girl?
Shit that they already.
I'd rather blow my own brains out, dude. I'm serious.
Can you imagine
Guys,
presenting her to your family and stuff like that?
but the thing is, there's actually simps that are out there that are paying for this.
Yeah, but they're a dying breed. They're gonna go bankrupt first of all, and
I don't understand it. I don't. And what's crazy is there are guys that just pay these chicks just be around them. It's like, what are you doing? These dudes, man. I don't understand it. I don't get the OF thing. I don't get any of this stuff. There's an old Camaro or Chevelle that you could be restoring. There's your 40K models that you could be putting together. There's so many different constructive things that you could be spending money on and doing than dealing with this.
But AJ,
You understand?
I think that those men are just in a way curious about this type of lifestyle, but once they live it once or twice, or they get burned, or they see how disgusting and shallow it is, they just go and do something else. So it's kind of a ritual or something like that some men are curious and they want to just see how this works, and then they leave it alone, I hope. I mean,
we're just looking at the dark side of just humanity. So we see the women, but we don't often see the man who actually who entertain these women, who make these women possible. So the point is that everybody have a dark side. There's a reason why we have the sun, we have the moon. People act different when the moon comes out at night, and we act a totally different way when the sun come out in the day. So this is just the duality of our nature, and this is its own front street.
Can I add something? The thing is that men know that there's a kind of shame attached to it. We keep it on the low when we do that. There's something we keep it to ourselves. But they are so let's say lost.
Narcissistic,
No, they're
self-centered.
lost exactly as well. But in a way, they're victims of their environment. They don't understand that they are completely missing the point and do not see the vices and damages that this type of lifestyle causes them. Whereas men do.
No.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh my God, what's that? The
Her
finger.
name is Hamburger Helper.
Yo, guys, look.
Silly Jedi.
Silly Jedi.
Yo! Yo, guys, whoa, look at this. Look.
Here's another 304 tip for y'all. If you're
Yo, how desperate do you gotta be?
Guys, can we count the red flags? I'd say above 20.
Red flag. This is a red tart, dude. What are you talking about, man? Can you imagine, guys? Some dude out there is waiting in bed for this, and she comes out the bathroom dressed in a freaking lacy moo-moo, just...
Baby, I'm gonna butter your bread.
She's all yours, AJ. She's all yours.
know, no way, dude. No way. Come on, man.
I'm gonna show you where the wild goose goes.
Guys, or if you have nails and you're trying to get...
Hey, boys, you want some hamburger helper?
Some dark acid suppositories up there and you can't.
Wait, what? Whoa. What did she just say?
Where they at? Some dark acid suppositories up there and you can't. For whatever reason. Grab you one of these. Grab them.
Or acid.
I guess that's the...
She's showing you how to like.
There's so many dudes
certain
spraying
drugs
out the
by putting them in your butt.
walls that their acidity down there is off. So I guess you need boric acid to like fix it. I guess. So I would have thought that they would have used friggin' like U-235 or something. You know.
This is the this is the 304 version of Breaking Bad.
Nah, this is a 608, man. This is a friggin'
3,000.
I don't even know what a friggin' 16012 or something. It's disgusting.
Oh my god. It's Andre the Giant, you know.
Yuck. A regular size tampon, okay?
I guys, I'm sorry.
Oh, come on.
I can't. Guys.
We are gentlemen here.
I can't. I've seen a lot of stuff.
What is the issue?
I just can't.
Why?
I can't.
We was enjoying
I
it.
got a question. Why y'all 304s not like that? I tried that witch hazel hat last night. So I put a little bit on my rag with some water. And I wiped off. You know, just a little wash up, little rinse off. Man, I just was in the bathroom. I was like, smelled something. I know, Captain.
Oh my
Why
God.
it ain't me? Then you know, you smell yourself and anybody else smell.
AJ, you're gonna lose your subscribers with.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry to have to subject you guys to that. But guys, here, let's do this.
To myself, like, damn, being a single mom is hard. Sometimes I sit back and think to myself, like, damn, being a single mom is hard.
Mom?
But then I sit back again and think, maybe I don't have it as bad, because I could not imagine going to work, coming home, making dinner, cleaning up the house, putting the kids in the bath, putting the
God
kids to
forbid.
sleep,
Oh my
and then
God.
looking over at my husband, seeing him on his phone, and then looking over at the trash.
What a
And
nightmare.
seeing that the trash that I asked him to take out that is overflowing is still in the kitchen.
Can you imagine?
That would just...
There it is, guys, right?
She would rather, guys, she would rather storm the beaches in Normandy than do that.
Here's the thing, you guys notice men don't really do this. We don't make a false dichotomy and say, oh, either I'm this or I'm extreme example. Either I'm in a bad situation, but the situation that's supposed to be good could be bad, is going to probably be bad anyways, right? That's a false dichotomy. These chicks don't say, oh, I'm either a single mom or I'm with a guy being happy. No, it's I'm with a guy who's going to make me miserable. Because what that's doing is it's saying that they have a choice in the matter, that they're actually choosing to be single. As no woman is single by choice.
Yeah, no, they're coping. They're coping with the lack of attracting a husband. They cannot attract a husband or the one they want, and then they just cope.
Or a man who's worth the damn.
And they're acting like an episode, like a Saw episode or something, like a movie. It's like you're not. You okay? You don't have chainsaws, chained to your genitals and
yeah, but they would rather choose the bear. You just heard that. Remember, there was like 3 or 4 weeks in a row that I posted videos about bear attacks. These knuckleheaded broads actually think that they'd rather come across a bear than a man. Absolutely
up close.
insane. Of course not.
God, those things are massive.
Because if that's the case, why don't you see all these women at the zoo diving into the bear cages to escape all these horrible men, right?
No, they want to be like Leonardo DiCaprio. They want to be like the Revenant. Let them be
Someone's
that.
clicking a mouse a lot. Whoever it is, if you could mute. I hear a
sorry,
lot of clicking.
it must be me. Sorry.
Yeah, right. It's just, yeah. So,
no problem.
They want to be the Revenant. Let them be the Revenant.
I know, right?
Right over the edge. A lot of you married single moms tell me, I don't know how you do it. Girl, I don't know how you do it because I would be fist fighting. Being a single mom is hard, but I can only imagine that being a married single mother is 10 times worse.
Because look at that, guys. In her universe, those are the only 2 options. Right? And they're okay with this. This is how they actually think. You know?
It's like having another child. It's like parenting an adult. Yeah. You guys take the cake. You guys have the hardest job. Sadly, we're all in this together. So, praying for you, girl. Sometimes I sit back.
And she thinks she's smart. Now, guys, here, let's go back to that original knucklehead here. Hold on. Give me a second. Because she had another video here. Hold on. Jessica, did you see the video that I did? About the chick who worked at the restaurant and then she did her makeup and she looks completely different.
Yeah. The blonde one. Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, look. So this is her like. Look at this, guys. These movies in the West. We have the chicks who want to be married but then still feel like they're independent and strong, right? Guys, this is her Women's Day post. Even though she's a married like mom of 4. Look at this. Matter of fact, hold on. While we're doing that, I'm gonna play the Common World music. Yeah, look at this. Society and men have always relied on invisible, unpaid labor of women.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Look at that. The narcissism.
I mean, guys, can you imagine walking the dog in the park on a sunny day? I mean, who would want to do something like that?
Look at that. Guys, hold on. So look, she had to set her camera up and then walk with a purpose.
Yeah. Oh my God! She walked in her living room. She put water in the bowl. Oh my God, the poor thing.
Another thing, they should be happy to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it should be a beautiful thing, actually.
Yeah.
Actually,
but they
I want to see that Viola Davis walk again. I want to see that.
Yeah, right. Seriously, did you see the preview for that stupid Die Hard movie she was in?
Viola Davis.
Yeah. So she in this movie.
What? Oh, this is her version of Die Hard. What the hell? Is this new?
So guys, she's the president in this, right? And we all know, guys.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
So she's supposed to be the president at the G20 summit, and she's a former Marine, and they take over, and her husband and daughter are being held hostage. So she gets a bunch of guns and kicks ass. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's gonna be a blockbuster. It's gonna be a hit.
What are people on? And I can't believe Homelander had agreed to do this movie. Like, what were you thinking, bro?
I hope the director is a woman as well. No.
I don't even know who directed it.
Who made this?
Here, I hope it's a woman.
It was.
Oh yeah, Patricia.
Oh wait, it might not be. Oh
no, it is.
You never know.
Finally,
it looks like
some
that she's
representation.
That she's only directed either chick flicks or lesbian films. You know what I'm saying? Who's this? Yeah, she hasn't done
looks fair and balanced.
Anything worth a damn? Why would she do an action film?
It's gonna be
Women's
the
activism.
blockbuster of the summer.
She publicly encourages women in film to claim their space in the male-dominated industry. We deserve to be there, guys. Only a woman uses the term deserve, right? Guys, men realize that she's married. She's
I
married
don't
to a
remember the
man.
last time I even said the word deserve. Like I had to earn. I don't remember the last time I deserve. I had to think like, what's the definition of that?
Yeah, but
Something that you didn't earn.
anyone who says that
You
they're
didn't
that
earn.
that that they need to respect any of one group, guys,
Don't need
respect
to
is
do
earned.
shit.
Can I
I don't
add
have to
something?
respect any religion. I don't have to respect any gender. I don't have to respect anything because respect is earned.
But you do
What are you
have to
saying?
respect my authority.
I think one key fact is that they don't understand that a right comes with a duty. You have the right to vote, but the duty to defend your country, for example. And they always
Women
want.
don't. Yeah.
Women don't understand. They think that rights are something which are created with no counterpart. They never talk about the duty of a woman. They
Not at all.
always talk about the rights. They want to have more rights, more freedoms, but never a sacrifice or never a.
Well, Jessica, they have a duty to themselves, right?
Excellent.
That's the only duty that they recognize is a duty to themselves. You see it on all the podcasts and all of that. Especially you look at Andrew Wilson and Rachel Wilson. Rachel Wilson says we've gone on the last 10 minutes about what men's duties are. Now what are women's? And they're like crickets.
Actually, in the last 20 seconds, Jessica just broke it down perfectly. Well, rights, we had to vote the right, because we have to fight the wars. We had to, go to work, but we're responsible for paying all the bills.
And heaven help if someone breaks into the house and then we have to, or if there's a war, we have to, or guys, even if we're in public and there's some chick who's clearly doing something worth getting spin kicked, all of a sudden she wants some strange guy to jump in. Please. Nope. Guys, keep on walking. Guys, ass whoopings just don't fall from the sky.
Guys,
let's be honest.
I join in.
Jessica starts stomping. What are we stomping for? I don't know.
Hey, brother, let me tell you.
Did you guys ever see the one guy on TikTok? He was driving, and these dudes were like stomping this guy. He was like, whoa, what do you do? And I guess this guy had essayed someone. He was like, man, I'm gonna get some too. And because the guy's girlfriend was like filming, he gets out the car and just starts and starts stomping the dude and gets in the car. Oh man. Hold on, guys. There was one thing that I wanted to show you guys. Hold on real fast. 1 second. 1 second. Give me a second.
I'm trying to understand, I'm still trying to wrap my head around this whole unpaid labor when the labor that's being paid for is the mortgage, it's the rent, it's the bills, it's the food, like that.
It's the protection. It's
the
security.
You're not eating for no one eats for free. Unless you're growing your own garden, even if you have to pay for seeds and fertilizer, so it's coming from somewhere. And if it's not a farmer, if it's not from your own hands, it's coming from the man that you're saying is not paying you to do the work that's unpaid.
Yeah.
Guys,
you ready for this?
See, it's not in front of their eyes. They can't appreciate it.
Yeah, guys, that's honestly why I want to see Orange Man do his thing. All this. Things need to get harder for a lot of people in the U.S. and the West. Honestly, the people that are crying the most, they've had life so good and they've been inventing their own problems for so long. That guys, honestly, even if things get bad, these people need to have things be bad for a while. Seriously. Yeah. So, because when things get bad, traditional generals pop up. Now, guys, here we go. Look at this.
What? Really? Man, I don't.
I'm not here to talk about my transition. I'm here to kick some ass.
Wait.
Is me for dating a trans.
Oh, hold on. I think that is copyright. So here, guys, let's just see.
He's for sure singing a Subaru Outback right now.
Of course. Can you imagine guys saying this out loud, like in public? What are you talking about?
Is that Bill Burr? Let himself go.
Bill Burr.
Here we go, guys.
And competes in bodybuilding.
I compete in bikini bodybuilding with WMBF.
Or an average meal with average strength.
My name is Terrence. I've been working out for roughly half a year.
Oh wait, that is copyright music too. Sorry.
No, not Mozart. That's Mozart.
It isn't?
Yeah, no, that's Mozart music.
Yeah, that's Mozart.
So look, they have a So this chick, she
You mean Mozart's wife?
So she's a bodybuilder, and then she works out a lot, and then his grip strength, even though he doesn't work out, is almost the same as hers. She barely beat his grip strength. Okay, and I mean, dude has like negative testosterone. I mean, let's be honest. And then watch. Okay, so look, she has to try and open his legs, right? Watch. Can't.
Now you gotta do
watch.
her now, right?
And he's a now watch. Now
They didn't. How come he didn't do the other way?
watch.
Oh, tug of war.
Tug of war.
Now watch. Look. So the average guy won. This is the first tug of war game I've ever won.
Wow.
Look, usually I lose. I lost all the tug of wars in my school. So this chick's like, I'm in shape. I'm stronger than him. And this is what it finally takes to show that the average
She is in shape.
like,
It just doesn't compare to
14-year-old
our.
boy can beat the
that's
crap
a
out
boy?
of the average. No, I'm saying in general, a 14-year-old can whoop a full-grown woman. I've seen it happen.
Are you saying that they can't beat 6 Navy SEALs at the same time?
Here we go.
Sorry, it's just so overwhelming. Like, you work and 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 you work, and it's just to pay off like your basic necessities.
It is
And you can, like, in this city that I live in, public transport police. And I really shouldn't be crying because now I have to go to another work event, and now I'm gonna be all puffy.
Oh, you've been puffy.
You've been
Look
puffy
at that.
years,
She's
yeah.
lucky she ain't wearing red. Oh yeah.
I'm just.
Puffy?
Living is
Like-
so expensive. Just keeping yourself alive and floating is so expensive. And what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted is if I were to take public transport here, especially for my job requires a car. I have to have a bunch of that I have to lug with me for work. And I can't do that with public transport.
Guys, she has to take the bus. I mean, can we all have a minute of silence? I mean,
But here's the thing, guys. She probably got a newer car. Guys, hold on. Everyone in the chat, guys, if you had $500 for a car, I mean $5,000 for a car, right? This is what I would get. Right here. There it is. Dirt cheap. A late 90s, 2000s, either Avalon or Camry, you can get for $3,000, $3,500. For like
per month, right? Per month.
No, total.
No, because they usually get the worst deals on cars.
Yeah, here with the credit scores that these broads have. I haven't had a video on car payments in a while.
I saw one where a B-dub is dancing and it was 384 months to pay it.
Look at that. Yeah, guys.
It's the biggest killer of wealth. These car payments, they don't understand. Car payments, it steals wealth. You can't $1,000
You
car
mean they don't
payment.
understand the compound interest and how it works? I mean, I'm flabbergasted. I mean,
you guys
Yeah, we
think you
do.
can read?
No, they like the looks and appearance of the new car. Look what I got. and that lasts for all about 2 or 3 months. But
Yeah.
then you still stuck with the responsibility of paying a $1,500 a month car note, including insurance. So
But wait, they have
you
to
can't.
come to college in style, you know. I mean, they have to go to Harvard with a real nice car. I mean,
Gotta look the part.
you can park in a
Yeah.
Corolla when you go to
Yeah.
Harvard.
I don't
Gotta look the
understand
part.
it.
And we don't give a
Guys,
damn if you drive a car or not. We'll get
Yeah.
the if you look decent enough, you're nice. We'll get the resources, the cars that you want. You just do your womanly thing, and we'll take care of the material things, so you don't have to worry about all of that.
facts.
Simple.
Facts. Yeah, I don't understand it.
Why
The
would you
thing
want to
is,
burden yourself with these things?
Yeah, I would either
Material.
get like an old Avalon, a Camry.
I had a Dodge Neon. I was, that
Yeah.
thing.
Or
Loved
you guys know what?
Early Chevy Tahoes. that are like 2000.
1993 Buick Park Avenue. There you go.
Oh,
The
great
Tahoe-
car.
Tahoes are
Dude,
cool.
with that
With the
3.8 liter,
3600. Yeah.
dude, that
yeah.
3800 is one of the greatest
Will
engines.
run
Dude,
forever. Yeah.
Dude, first of all, the thing about these Park Avenues, the Regals, all these guys, some old person will die, and then their family will have it on Craigslist with like 60,000 miles for like $4,000. There are guys that have got 500,000 miles out of these things.
You can do that on Lincoln Town Car too. The
Yeah,
same type
yeah.
of thing.
Yeah, guys,
I don't
these
know
are
what it is they make about these cars differently from today, but for whatever reason, these 90s and 2000s cars.
Yeah. Of
They
every
just-
other than
crazy.
Korean cars because they were trash then, but guys, 90s German cars, Beamers, Benzes, Hondas, all of them were just that's the pinnacle to me of affordable, reliable. It had the luxury you need. All this new luxury crap is stuff you don't need. All the lane assist, it's beeping at you. You don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? But you guys remember when like a CD
metal
player
quality was kinda better, too.
was totally baller when you had a CD player in your car, and they used to put the disc changer in the trunk.
guys, did you see the new ad campaign of Jaguar?
Oh God! Don't even
What
get
a-
me started, dude.
What a-
Jaguar new ad.
They've missed the memo.
Oh my god!
They
Oh
missed
my
the memo.
god! These are cult members.
Yeah. Don't you want to be like them? I mean, come on.
Oh my god!
Where's the nearest
Some
dealer?
people are really fucking stupid.
Look at this.
Where's the actual animal that they used to show in a commercial? Like the animal.
Here's the thing,
itself.
dude.
Yeah,
The whole
they used to be
commercial, they don't
big.
even show a freaking car. All they do is show these weirdos.
God.
Really?
I'd set loose a Jaguar there.
Look at that, guys. Yeah, guys, all the new,
God.
like anything past. So my whole, obviously, any man's,
Like a-
any real man's car generations are 66 to 71, and then about 89 to about 2001. You know what I'm saying? All the rest, you know what I'm saying? But the
Y'all look the
60s,
same.
muscle cars, you know what I'm saying? Any dude looks at those like, and even the some of the 60s Jaguars and the European cars were really cool, the Prince Skylines in the 50s and the 60s, but I would say probably 89 to about 2001. That's when you had a lot of really cool cars, But yeah, what were they thinking? Guys, Bud Light.
That's crazy.
Bud Light still hasn't recovered. Gillette still hasn't recovered. Guys, here.
Oh,
you guys
Bud Light
remember-
hasn't recovered, huh? That was crazy.
No, you guys remember
Mustang.
Doritos ad transgender? Do you see this?
That's times with transgender.
Do you see
Oh, this
that?
is-
They had that. They did this in Europe, dude. Dude, Doritos had a freaking transform.
I'm not here to talk about my transition. I'm here to kick some ass.
What were they thinking? What were they thinking?
So what she posted about violence? Ew.
Yeah. God,
So wait,
I mean,
so it's not
they
that she's
say-
a transgender that was the issue. Is that the transgender did
Was
more
all about-
vile things
Yeah, was
than
making
the
yeah.
transgender itself. So
Well, I
the
mean,
trans-
but hey,
violence and
don't, hey,
oh,
Joe,
He's a
don't,
Christian.
Joe, don't the two go hand in hand at this point?
Yeah.
Because you guys saw the actor person from that that Emilia Perez, right? That movie that got all those Oscar nominations, and then it turned out that the Transformer actress had said all that crazy stuff on Twitter, all that racist and stuff.
Oh yeah.
There's
Oops.
also the new Snow White. I don't know if anyone heard, but yeah, she.
Dude, I can't wait for that to come.
So the actress is a transgender, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
Amelia?
this is a Transformer. Yeah.
And she's in the movie that won all these Oscars with Zoe.
No, it got nominated for more Oscars than Titanic, and the movie's trash. Guys, everyone hates this. The only reason why it got nominated for so many Oscars is because HW's former publicist was the PR person for this.
HW?
No, Schmarvy Schmeinstein.
Oh.
So, guys, everyone says this movie's trash. Mexicans hate it because it makes Mexico look like it's just this narco state. The Transformers hate it because they say that it doesn't represent Transformers right. The director is this French guy who says anyone who speaks Spanish is a moron. Like, everything about this movie is jack, and it's a terrible movie. Even the critics hate it, who should love it because it's woke. You know what I'm saying?
This is what won the Oscars, right? This is the big Oscar.
It didn't win. So this knucklehead got nominated for Best Actress. A Transformer got nominated for Best Actress. Clown World. So Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, she won.
No, didn't win.
She didn't win?
Because their tweets. Hold on.
She won.
Call here. Carla Sophia Gascon. Look at this. Tweets. Look at this. Here we go. Look at this person's tweets. Said, I'm sorry. Is it just me or my impression, or is there more Muslims in Spain? Every time I go to pick my daughter up from school, there are more and more women that have their hair covered and skirts down their heels. Next year, instead of English, we'll have to teach Arabic. Oops. And then she said,
she's wrong. Is she wrong?
Yeah, I understand that, but dude, she's okay. This person's saying what a Spanish European would say.
Preach, sister.
But this person is in woke Hollywood now, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, she can't say these things.
Yes, you can't say that in woke Hollywood, right? She says Islam is marvelous without any machismo. Of course, women are respected when they're so respected that they're left with a square hole on their faces and eyes to be visible. Although they dress this way for their own enjoyment. How deeply disgusting of humanity. And she posted it. Wow. This picture.
Yeah.
Then she says, this and she says, I'm so sick of this ish of Islam, of Christianity, of Catholicism, and all the effing beliefs of morons that violate human rights. And then she says, I really think that very few people ever cared about George Floyd, who's a drug addict swindler. But his death served once again to demonstrate that there are people out there that still consider blah, 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 blah. Yeah, she said that. And then...
She's not wrong about that either.
Yes, but yeah.
What's going on?
So hold on.
She's speaking facts.
Okay. I didn't know.
Yeah.
So
you
then
can't do that in Hollywood. That scrambles their brain.
About the Oscars, she said, I didn't know if I was watching an Afro-Korean festival or a BLM demonstration.
Ooh.
So these tweets popped up, and Netflix is like, cut that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Did they cut her from so she's in a popular show probably, and did they fire her for something?
No, they just stopped letting her promote the movie, letting them promote the movie. And they think that this is why the movie didn't win Best Picture and didn't win Best Actress.
So nothing to do with the merit of the movie itself.
But the merit of the movie, it got there because it's woke.
Good.
The movie was trash. The critics say it's trash. People say it's trash. And this is why the Oscars are a joke. Guys, okay, do you guys remember? Here. Guys,
by the way, she should be able to say that if she wants.
Yeah, but she can't. So, best movie nominations in 1999. Guys, yeah, you had to watch the Oscars.
Because you knew what they picked was going to be, if they picked Best Picture and you saw it, you're like, that was actually Best Picture.
Yes.
Like, that was actually really good.
Look at this. In 1999, the Oscars, there were The Thin Red Line, Gangster, Saving Private Ryan, awesome. Life is Beautiful, awesome.
I haven't seen that one.
Elizabeth, I had to watch. Wait. You haven't seen which one, Joe?
Life is Beautiful.
Oh, you got to watch Life is Beautiful, dude. That's a good movie, man. This is a good one. And then Elizabeth, Shakespeare in Love, not my style. But let's look at the 2000s. Guys, it's rare that you look at Cider House Rules, Insider, Green Mile, American Beauty, The Sixth Sense. Guys, when was the last time we had this many good movies come out in 1 year?
And you literally could not pick. And actually, they would pick one. They would pick a winner, but all of them would be winners.
Yeah.
So all the nominations were so high caliber and high quality. You were like, oh, I could have. You were like, oh yeah, I see what I picked that. You were like, oh, I see what I would have picked that. Oh, I see what I would. You can only pick one though. It's just the quality was there.
2001, Aaron Brockovich,
okay.
Chocolate,
Tiger,
but Traffic, Crouch Tiger, and Gladiator went like, come on, banger, man. These are all great films. Now Hollywood is trash. Because I can't remember the last Oscar-nominated film that I've seen.
Beautiful Mind was really good. I really liked it.
Lord of the Rings was good.
I've never been to
Beautiful Mind. That's good stuff, man. Check it out. But yeah, guys. Anyways, let's check this knucklehead out, and then we'll switch gears. Hey guys, thanks for being here on a Tuesday, guys. I appreciate that. I really, really do. Yeah, guys, the channel's still growing really, really well, and guys, I'm gonna when I'm reacting, I'm gonna keep adding comments to these chicks.
You should
TikToks as I'm reviewing because it's just hilarious, man. It really,
I've been noticing you can't help yourself. You just can't resist.
But guys, I'm filming them now to where you can actually see the comments now. So yeah, look at that. The great accomplishments of men would never have been possible without the invisible labor of women. As she stops to friggin', I guess, how do you think that this makes her husband look?
Yeah.
He must know. Surely he must know. So he's allowing it if he does know. The bigger issue is aside from the current calamity with this is what this is that she has daughters. So that means her daughters are going to inhabit that mindset.
Yep.
So the woman, that's also their job, by the way. Their main primary job is, so I look at a woman, okay, her mindset, how she think, how she move, how she was raised, all that is going to be instilled in that child, male and female, but especially if it's a daughter. She's going to naturally mimic the mother. So that means she's going to be her 2.0.
Yep.
That's
raising all of her knucklehead daughters.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
And look at this, guys. My profession just released a salary report. Still, to this day, female PAs make $20K less on average than their male counterparts. We don't even get recognized for our paid labor, guys. Come on, wait a minute.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been
Yeah, you do.
hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Guys, why could it possibly be that a male PA would make $20K more per year than a female PA? Anyone?
Oh, let me take a guess. He's working more hours.
Thank you very much.
He's not taking sick leave. He's not on paternity leave. He's not trying to get out of the work.
Facts. Yeah. I told you guys the story of a friend of mine that I interviewed back in the early days of the channel. He's a paramedic. He's a former Marine. He said that his county was offered unlimited overtime. So he's making $30, $40 an hour, but he was getting double time for overtime. Dude, he worked like 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks straight. No days off.
Yeah.
Paid off his freaking Scat Pack Challenger. I was saving up for a house. He said even his fire chief was working shifts as a paramedic, getting double time for his pay. Bought himself a beach house. Jeff with the $3, man. Appreciate that.
And I got a friend who he's a nursing assistant. No, an LPN.
Yeah.
And he works with other female LPNs, but he has to take on the labor of the female LPNs who make the same amount of money as him. So in a lot of cases, these men are being underpaid because they're taking on double the work. So it's a miracle that a man is being paid more than a woman, because in a lot of cases, they're actually taking on a burden or the workload of women who are in the same field, same profession, same job titles, same pay. So they have to work extra hard in order to make more than what they should if it was actually equal. So this should be closer to 60,000, not to 20,000. So he's working. Yeah, it's oh my goodness.
Thanks for the $3, Jeff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication, and I want my croutons, please.
And Jeff, hey Jeff, man, how you been, man? Guys, Jeff, who else? Carlos X, Rage Eye. Thanks. You guys have been with the channel since my first 116 subs. Jessica too, because I remember when my Women in the Workplace video blew up. Before that, I think Jessica, Steve, Rage Eye, and Jeff and Carlos X were the only ones leaving comments on my videos. So guys, thanks. The channel's come a long way. But now she's talking about the cost of care. Guys, whose fault is it that the cost of child care has gone through the roof?
Let me guess.
Right?
They didn't want to raise their kids anymore. They wanted to work, so they put them in the responsibility and care of other women.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So then they had to pay those salaries.
Here's the thing. There used to be enough housewives left, right? To where one of the neighborhood chicks would run a daycare out of the house. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that actually very well.
Yep. And now all of them are out at work and outsourcing childcare to other women. To Consuela or Keisha. You know what I'm saying? But are gonna have a fight club in your daycare. You know what I mean? You guys saw that story? But they had a fight club in the daycare? Hold on.
No, I only saw the one with the in New York that was tragic with the fentanyl thing. That's the one I saw. I was like, well, that's why you don't leave your kids to strangers. That's why you don't do it. Aside from the fact that they're going to go out.
A 10-year-old took this Fight Club video with his iPad. He's with older kids in the next room. That's his little brother crying after 3 fights. One teacher's excited, jumping up and down.
Of course. We knew it, guys. We knew it. Didn't we?
The streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
Look at that.
Down, while the other teacher puts Hulk fists on preschoolers. Mother Nicole Merciel cannot watch without crying.
He doesn't understand why his friends were fighting him, why he got beat up by his best friends.
This is your fault.
I'm trying to look. So hold on a second. As I'm looking, because I used to do a lot of this stuff when I was their age. I'm trying to see what the issue is here. Actually, to be honest with you.
So the teachers would put boxing gloves on you at 4 years old and make you fight each other. I don't think you did that when you were their age, because you might fight a kid you had an issue with, but these kids are like 3 or 4 years old. When you were 7 or 8, first grade, you understood a beef, but these kids. I'm sorry, this one is so absurd.
Okay, they're actually fighting.
This is such a 304 thing to do.
I played fight a lot when I was in kindergarten, but I don't. If this is like putting dogs in a cage and fighting them, then
that's
what
wrong. They're doing. So they're at the daycare, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble.
And it was on his 4th birthday.
The fight begins. The kids fall. A teacher kicks in the air in excitement. The only person who tries breaking it up is another preschooler. But he cannot stop one child from pounding the other's head into the floor.
They're fighting.
Mercille believes it only stopped because her older son texted her video. She called the director to stop it.
Look at that. Look at these B-dubs, man.
How much you want to bet they were betting on that?
Of course. They're selling the videos to WorldStar. You know what I'm saying?
Said that the daycare workers were making them fight, not helping them.
Daycare cameras recorded at least 30 minutes, fight after fight. Video, Mercille says, can be monitored by staff. Though it happened nearly 2 years ago, Mercille does not think enough was done.
I want them to be held accountable, and I don't want this to happen to any other child.
The police report says the director immediately fired both teachers and called the child abuse hotline. The St. Louis Circuit Attorney's Office declined to prosecute.
Of course they did, right, guys? Of course they did.
That's evil, man. Declined to prosecute?
But guys,
declined to prosecute was clearly evidence. Everyone with a moral conscience can see this. You don't have to be a DA to see how wrong this is.
Yeah, this isn't just kids roughhousing. This is beyond.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
absolutely insane.
I thought that's what I thought. I was like, oh, they just play fighting. But I'm like, wait a second. That kid clearly did not want to play no more.
Hey, Ken, thanks for the $5 on the Cash App, man. I appreciate that.
And this would have been maybe a little more acceptable if they had like helmets and proper gear. And
no, dude, no, it's not. They're 4 years old, bro. That's you know. And this is, guys, hold on. This would be acceptable because you see, like in Russia or in Chechnya or Dagestan, you see them competing. Like I've seen like 7-year-olds like doing like sambo or doing MMA or wrestling, right? Like, but it's in a controlled environment where like these kids have been training, right? Like they know how to like take a ball or whatever. They're like 7 years, or like how a Muay Thai, they have like, hold on, they have like kids fights. Hold on. Muay Thai kids.
I want to say something else that can't stay on screen.
Look at this. They're 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? But these kids are at least trained and they have a ref and a fair fight. I don't think this is right, obviously, but you know, but they can protect themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like as much as a 5-year-old can. You know, but
you don't think it's right? I think it's great. I wish
5-year-old kids like beat each other up. I don't know, man. This is too young. If they're like 13, 15, fine. But when you're having 5-year-olds, you know, doing striking damage to each other, wrestling, fine, jiu-jitsu. But when you're having them punch each other in the head, I don't know.
That's a bit much. Yeah, that's not. I don't like. Yeah, because we know what happens with the CTE issues, brain damage. That happens from just one blow. So especially so with a kid, because their brain and their skull is too soft. It's not as hard.
Yeah.
It's not as hard as a man's skull. And when a man gets hit just one time, he goes both in a coma and sometimes brain damage. So that's
someone just passed away at a fight 3 weeks ago. There was a super lightweight fight in a boxing match, and the guy, he lost his belt and he passed away. He got knocked out in the 9th round and he passed away. So it's sad. It happens, guys. Boxing is the most dangerous sport in the world.
Oh my goodness!
Regularly, was it 9 to 12 people, men, die in the ring every year. And now that's not counting the amateurs. Now the amateurs, guys, it probably happens all the time, but it's not regulated. You know what I'm saying? So you guys know how many amateur fights the Russian guys have, the Cubans have, all those guys where you see like Hirokas Gamboa had like 320 amateur fights. You know what I mean? Imagine all that damage. And then you have this guy.
You're saying there's 9. You're saying there's up to 9 people who passed
up to 12.
In the pro. Like you talk about just American or like worldwide?
Worldwide.
Oh, that's still a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
So Sergey Kovalev, his last fight in Russia, he killed the guy. The guy died.
Sergey Kovalev. So he's the one that
he fought Andre Ward. They had a really, really, really good series of fights. So, and they asked him, like, how do you feel? He's like, well, this is what we signed up for. He's like, when you go into any fight, you know that it could be you, but you just put that in back of your head and just don't think about it. You know?
It's the only way to actually do the fight. I mean, I don't know why we do stuff like this.
Yeah,
but like, we shut off that danger, that part of our head. It's like we gotta, that competition just that takes over, and then we end up hurting somebody.
Because we want to know who the best is. And guys, look, I've done a lot of sports, and guys, we can play 3-on-3 basketball and beat some dudes. Oh, we beat your ass, but did we? If you knock a guy out, or you choke him out, or you made it, you beat him. You are the better man. Period. And there's two types of the word. There's two types of men, guys, and if you train, guys, put a 1 if you know this. There's two types of dudes. Let's just say that I go to a boxing gym. And even if I've done a martial art, like I've done kickboxing or whatever, and Joe is the top guy. He's a boxer. I'm not a boxer. So if we're gonna box and he beats me, I can either be a bitch, like, man, screw it, man, or I can say, oh snap, I can learn from this guy. Two different types of men. Two different types of guys' characters, right? One guy who's gonna be angry and mad and try and swing on him and get all crazy or cry and leave, or another guy who wants to say, yo, like this guy can make me better. You know what I'm saying? And I used to see that first type of dude all the time. Going to jiu-jitsu, boxing. There's a boxing that I used to go to, and there was 2 rings. There was a ring for the rest of us and a ring for the pros. And you didn't get in the other ring unless you knew what you were doing. If a guy pulls up in a Rolls Royce Phantom to the gym, dude, I think he knows what he's doing because he's getting paid to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously he knows what he's doing. And you think that you're gonna work for Microsoft or work for as some freaking Washington State mayor's office job and get in the ring against him? How dare you? You know what I'm saying? The disrespect. The disrespect. Oh man, you put me in the ring against De La Hoya. You put me in the ring against. That would be like saying that I don't even know what a stupid example. That I can put me in there and I can send more rockets into space than Elon Musk. That's the idea is just so stupid. Oh man,
he's a multi-billionaire who's just now getting around to making it possible.
You put me out there and I can out-earn Warren Buffett. These guys are the Warren Buffetts of whooping ass, and you think that you can get in the ring against them?
The strongest of us cannot beat the weakest pro. Can't do it.
So yeah, facts. Yep, there's a reason why. Guys, when you actually, I remember Matt Lindland. He's a former MMA guy, and then he was an Olympic alternate in wrestling. He came to my high school because my coach knew him. And guys, I was pretty good in high school. He lined my whole team up and just one by one just destroyed all of us. Dude, I couldn't even touch him. Like, dude, there's nothing you can do. It's crazy. It's like the idea of being like physically just defeated in that way is very eye-opening. So, yeah, because we're going to switch gears, guys. Anything about this knucklehead right here? Any other things about this idiot? Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
He goes, look, man, I don't want to talk about it. Okay. I don't talk again. Okay, I don't want to talk about it. What a mess. What a mess. All right, guys, let's switch gears here real fast. And I don't remember who you were who dropped this in the. Wait, what? Okay, let's see here. Let's switch gears as usual. Give me a second.
That's the sound of the police.
Let's see here. Let's do this. 1 second. Let's do this.
That I know and understand my rights. I get just stop.
You are not free to leave. These chicks are part of a Netflix show. Netflix star thinks she's above the law.
Stars? That might be an over exaggeration now.
Yeah,
What crime?
yeah.
If they're in the back, if they're in a TV show,
What are you investigating?
And you're not from here? Let me explain.
I'm from Shut up! Stop!
Yo,
Nice.
this cop. Yeah, he's a real one. Let's go.
Nice.
Rewind that.
What are you investigating?
And you're not from here? Let me explain.
I'm from Shut up! Stop!
Yeah. That's what
Guys,
I love to see.
He said.
Would you shut your mouth?
That's what I love to see. I wish more man and police officers would they're afraid to express that because I'll get rolled up, but that's what a lot of men need to start doing.
Yeah, chick has got some cans though in the yellow. You know what I'm saying?
A pair of titties make you want to stand up and beg for buttermilk.
2024, Jupiter police responded to a bar following a report of physical altercation. The caller claimed that 4 women assaulted a bartender after a verbal disagreement. When officers arrived at the scene, they attempted to speak with the alleged victim.
These AI voices just kill me, dude. Like, I know I stutter and all, but dude, I'd rather listen to any person's voice, a real voice, than an AI voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I just can't. And guys, there's more and more of these news channels or sports channels where it's like, LeBron James is making waves today
I don't
in
even watch
the
it.
news. It's like, what are you doing?
I click off.
Who quickly became uncooperative and resisted.
Yeah, all y'all, come here.
Necessary.
I've done nothing.
Okay, what's going on?
It is complete miscommunication and misunderstanding.
I was attacked at the bar. You can pull the cameras.
Okay, what's going on down there?
Okay. This security guard, I don't know if he's a security guard or not,
Okay,
started yelling at one of my friends
okay,
because she was trying to take a picture by a vending machine. I don't know what it was.
okay.
He started yelling at her in Spanish, and I spoke to him in Spanish and said, "Hey, you don't have to speak to her in that tone."
Your friend is the girl in the beige?
Yes.
Okay.
And then a bartender from the building
All right.
came out and said, "You don't have to speak to him like that." Hey, look, he's speaking to my friend.
Yeah.
She's taking a picture by the vending machine. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, we left. She said, "Hey, you get in my face one more time, and I'm gonna hit you."
The bartender?
The bartender.
Yeah.
That's saying this is my bar. This is my bar.
Yeah, she's a little dramatic.
Yeah. So she's at the door pushing me out on us. So I'm like, "Hey, don't talk to me like that." And she pushes me out, and into the street.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy's calling you guys. I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I was hit first.
Yeah.
I was attacked. I'm walking away.
Video. I'm suing you.
Yeah, like, so
if we're being real, if we have to bring police.
I don't know, man. You know, Blondie's kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? She's probably crazy. She probably has a knife and a firearm in that purse of hers. You know what I'm saying?
She's like all these babes. You get their pilot lit, they can start a leaf blower.
She's 100% on her first.
I'm
my
from
phone's
here.
fucking gone, and someone
we're
stole
out of
it.
state.
They're out of state. I flew them down to visit. Now I know how Jimmy girls are. I know the bartender's coming. I know Marcucci.
There's the name drop, guys. Of course.
That called the other girl bartender. They're always nice to take care of us. But this is their smoking.
Turned off.
It's now
It's turned off.
unfamiliar
What does it look
territory.
like? It's
And it just got.
What are they, like, in a gang or something? We aren't on our turf.
My ID. Luckily, I have my card.
She was attacked.
No,
yes.
But I
The
can't get
bartender was
back.
in the wrong.
I can't get home
Yes.
without it.
But what is she supposed to do?
We just need her to calm down.
Megan,
Because she's going to get herself in more trouble than she needs to.
I know. She has anxiety. Let me go calm her down.
Thanks.
Stop interrupting.
I don't care if you record me.
Megan, you're good.
Ya. I respect.
I don't care if you record me.
Okay.
Listen.
Te quiero sacar de aquí. Ya. Oye. Ya. I understand. Okay, ya. I'm not doing anything wrong here.
What are we
Cállate.
doing? No, they just want him out.
Cállate. Ya.
He's gone.
Okay. I'm not done.
Can you hang out with them for a minute or no?
Speaking more words than I am.
My pleasure.
They're speaking more words than
Now, guys, hold on. She's in the Uber or this taxi, and you know this poor Uber driver or this taxi guy or whatever. You know what I mean? Because you know they're all Jamaican down there, right?
Bumblecard!
You're supposed to get out of there, right?
Can I just grab your all's name?
Info. Do you want my ID? Absolutely.
I would love your ID.
Can we just move along and go home?
I just know.
We were
And
not.
of course, these chicks have to be from New York. They have to be.
Oh, she's a hula.
Of course, right?
Yeah.
I
We're just trying to figure out what's going on.
So
Called security.
Look at this poor guy in the front seat.
Was the guy that called y'all.
We're not trying to make it worse.
I just don't trust. I'm looking out for myself here, and I'm respecting myself, which is that's my.
Why is the ugliest one always the one talking mess? You guys ever noticed that? Like this one I take out in the sunlight. This one maybe in the evening, maybe in the early morning, and then the blonde, high noon. But this one, dry cleaning hours only.
Right, as an American, which I'm sure you guys understand. Do you understand?
I just don't want you to make it worse than it has to be.
I'm not making it worse. These are my. I'm listening to myself, and I know my rights. Just so you guys are aware. I understand. I understand, and I know my rights, and I know you guys know that I know and understand my rights.
Look at her, guys. Why would you go out in public with a person that's this obnoxious, right?
I'm glad.
Steve Augustine, what's up, man?
Glad that they feel.
Anonymous, what's up, man? Who did I miss? I missed Joshua M. What's up, man?
However way they feel, but I do. You guys know that I do know. I'm going to listen, and honestly, he's going to lose his job.
Okay.
But he did himself against
The Uber guy's gonna lose his job.
I just know you're used to dealing with this, so just
That's
go
fine.
with
We're trying.
Thank you.
No problem. Like I said, I don't want her to make it worse than it's got to be.
I got it. I will try to buffer that. Please. I will try to buffer that.
I'm just saying.
Please. Attack me.
Good. Hey, she knows that she's not free to leave right now. She's gonna go to jail because
she said
we would have given you a warning and just destroyed your shit.
We're investigating something.
No, but I'm trying to.
I know you're trying to, but she's gonna go to jail because she can't walk off. She's not free to leave right now.
You're gonna do the police today because you're acting like a dumbass.
She's detained technically. That's why I said she doesn't really know her rights.
Because
she
a
can't
bartender
leave.
was aggressive with us.
We're investigating something, man.
I understand that.
We're not trying to be difficult.
No.
Definitely not trying to be difficult.
I get it.
Everybody over there is saying you started it.
Me?
That's what we're figuring out. If she walks off, she's gonna go to jail. She's not free to leave right now. We can't just give her a ticket. She has to go to jail if something happens.
She's fine. She's fine. She's just a little girl.
Listen, I'm not trying to take
There it is, guys.
Oh, I understand
There it is.
that.
The officer over there just said there's multiple people saying that you started it. That's what we're investigating. That's what we're trying to figure out. You say they started it, but there's no camera.
I'm sorry, dude. Just stop for sure. All right, shut up.
Megan, just stop.
Look at that look on her face, guys. Look at that look on her face right there, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Dang.
Shut up.
What is wrong with you?
Shut up.
This is because she... How can I put it? Chicks get in this supercharged, emotional mode where they want the chaos in their head to manifest in real life. So they're going to do everything in their power to be passive aggressive or overtly aggressive and make the situation 10 times worse,
Fucking go off. Okay, you're pissing me off. I'm trying to fucking talk to you. I know this is pissing you guys off.
Hey, hold on.
See? She said, I know this is pissing you guys off. I know it.
Anyway, listen.
Right now, let me explain this. I just explained this to you. Right now, we are investigating something. You are not free to leave. If you do walk off, let's just listen, okay?
Okay.
If you walk off and you don't listen to us,
They're
you
gonna
will go to
arrest
jail.
you. Why? Because
You-
you're walking
you are
off.
not
There's
free
an
to
open
leave.
investigation.
Why? Because we are investigating a
What
crime.
are you investigating? What crime?
I've already explained this to you.
No,
If you don't
actually, you
stop,
haven't.
and you're not from here, let me explain.
I'm from the
Stop!
Hey!
Stop
Whoa!
it! Stop it!
You have no right to
Megan,
stop.
You know what it is now?
It's time!
Let's go! Let's go! And there it is, guys. Guys, you are going to see a video the day after tomorrow about all these chicks talking about how they have ADHD. And guys, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. The only reason why they say they all have ADHD is A, to get free drugs to get high, and B, it gives them an excuse to be an asshole to everybody. I can't be on time because I have ADHD. I can't have a job, so everyone has to pay for me because I have ADHD. Clown world.
Me my Miranda rights. This is against the law.
They did tell you.
No.
Keep talking.
No, Allison.
Man, we're not asking you. We're not asking you any questions about anything, so we don't need to read your Miranda because you're.
Actually, no. Miranda rights are written to me all the time. I'm on a Netflix show with Pharrell Williams, and his cousin was just murdered. Oh my God. What did I do? What law have I broken?
Right now.
What did I break? How did I break?
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
You need to chill. Is what you need to do.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. You're talking yourself into going to jail, which you don't have to. I've explained this to you several times.
Don't drop on the ground. Get
up.
You stand up. Stop
being such a drama
You're
queen.
I know. I'm perfectly.
Guys, this is going on greatest hits, dude. Let's go. These cops, man. Let's go.
Just stop, dude.
I'm not asking.
Your friends are even talking.
What's cones?
They're scared of you. Thank you guys. It's your fault I got arrested because they're.
Come on. Just walk, please. Just walk on the ground. It's your fault. Why are you falling on the ground? Get up.
Read me my rights. Read me my rights. My rights have been written.
Get up.
What did I do? What did I do?
Right now, you're under arrest.
What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do?
You guys know who this chick sounds like, right?
He died. That's how you guys did. That's how he died. Juneteenth. So this is how this person died. So you're being recorded. Juneteenth. Yeah.
What did I do? What did I do? What did I do?
Are you gonna
What
stand
did I
like a
do?
woman?
What did I do?
Let her go. Let her go.
What did I do? What did I do? Tell me what I
Sarge,
do right now.
dude, she's look at.
What did I do right now? Tell
I don't
me
know
what
what you
I
want us to do with her, but.
did. What did I do? Tell me
Yeah,
what I did.
well, we gotta deal with this
I
now.
wanna
Just
know
stay
what-
over there.
What did I do? What did I do?
You're under arrest.
What did I
right
do?
now you're under
For
arrest.
what? For what?
Okay, hold on.
For what?
It's called obstruction resisting arrest.
No, but for what? What was I
I've
being
explained
arrested
this to
for?
you 5
No,
times.
you haven't told me what I was arrested for. You haven't read me my rights, my Miranda
I don't
rights.
need to read you your rights. I'm
Yes,
not asking
actually,
you
you
any
do. It's
questions.
required for you.
I'm not asking you any
Oh my
questions
God.
about any crime.
Why? This is insane, bro.
Stop.
Are you
Stand up.
serious?
Stop being such a drama queen. Stand up.
Hang on. Let's get her
I'm not being a drama
You
queen.
are.
I'm on a Netflix show. I am actually signed to Pharrell Williams' label. Like, what did I do to you guys?
I'm dealing with it.
Why? Why are you guys doing this? Is insane. You guys know how bad you're
Stop. Don't you bite me.
I didn't bite you.
Look at that! She bit him! She bit him!
My dad.
You're gonna get sprayed in 2 seconds.
Please pepper spray her. Guys, I don't ask for much. God. Please, let them pepper spray this broad. Mobile, what's up, dude?
Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? What did I do?
Yes, stand by.
What did I do? What did I do? Allison, you did this to me. This is your fault.
Look at that,
I
guys.
didn't do. What did I do? Read me my rights. Read me my rights. You're gonna kill me, Allison. Allison, I didn't try to bite anyone. You're making it up.
Stop. Trying to get her up.
No, I got it. Let me walk this.
Allison, I'm scared. They're trying to kill me.
up.
Allison, I can't breathe. They're driving me into the ground. Allison, they're trying to kill me. Allison! They're trying to kill me. Allison! I can't breathe. Allison! They're choking me out. I can't breathe. Oh my God, they're gonna me. Allison!
Please!
They're trying to kill
She
me.
said that they're gonna essay her, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Allison, they're trying to. Allison! Allison! What? I didn't break. When did I break the law? Tell me when I broke the law.
Relax.
Tell me when I broke the law. Tell me when I broke the law.
I've explained to you.
No, you have not. You haven't. When did I break the law? I still.
Oh, and guys, I'm on Twitter now, so guys, head over to Twitter, and yeah, guys, go over there and give me a follow.
Have have not heard. When have I broke the law? When did I break the law?
Right now you're being disorderly, so.
No, but that's not the law. The law doesn't say I have to be loyal to you. I make more money than all y'all.
Who cares? What does that matter?
The law.
You think
The
I care about
law.
how much money you make?
No, I know you don't. I know you don't. But do you care about following the law? Do you care about following the law? Does the law matter to you? Does the law matter to you? What law did I break? What law did I break? What law did I break? Tell me what.
Several times.
No, you have not. You have not said anything.
Okay.
You have not told me one time what law that I've broken.
Okay, it's all on camera.
What law have I broken? I'm allowed to drink. This is the United States of America. Okay. Everyone's allowed to drink alcohol.
Yes, ma'am.
I haven't done anything.
Yes, ma'am.
What law did I break? By saying that I didn't want to talk to you guys. And I was literally in an Uber.
So guys, basically what she's saying is,
I didn't do anything. I was drinking a beer. Why can't I drink a beer? Y'all accosted me in the middle of an Uber, pulled my ass out of the Uber for no reason. My Uber was a black guy who was terrified of y'all and literally said, "Girl, I'm so sorry."
You listen to yourself?
Yeah, I am listening to myself. Can you listen to yourself right now? Because you don't know who the f I am. Bro, I know you don't care. I know you don't care, which is so embarrassing and unfortunate for you.
Unfortunately, it's just part of the job.
Allison, they're trying to kill me!
Stop.
Allison, they're trying to kill me! Allison, they're trying to kill me!
Hang on. Put her feet down.
what a mess.
It's your fault!
He's gonna start kicking.
It's your fault!
Stop pinching me.
Stop.
Put it in the burrito.
He's pinching me, Sarge. I can't.
Fight it, don't break it. Dude,
stop fighting.
I didn't do anything.
Taser, let's go.
Allison! This is
Look, guys, is that the tag to her shirt or her birth control patch?
You guys, Allison! I haven't.
She's bit me.
I know.
Yeah, I'm good, but we gotta do something with her.
Yeah, we gotta get her in the house.
This is because I didn't react. You're believing them.
Okay, we're gonna flip you over as soon as you stop fighting.
She's slipping that cuff.
I'm not fighting.
Secure her hands.
This is
I'm gonna go get some zip ties.
Allison, they're trying to kill me. Allison, I can't breathe. Allison, I'm gonna die. Allison, if I die, you're gonna never.
Listen, you guys got.
Allison, I'm gonna die. I can't breathe.
I'm gonna go get
I
her some
can't
zip ties.
breathe. I'm fighting for life. Allison, if I die right now, you're gonna never. Allison!
You need to stop screaming. Stop screaming.
Allison, this is insane. I didn't break one law.
Stop screaming. Just slip the cuff.
I didn't break one law.
That's all right.
Y'all are murderers. Free me my rights.
I got it.
Free me my rights.
We got her legs home.
No!
Stop biting.
I know the law.
Yeah, watch
I
your
know
mouth.
the
Stop
law.
biting. She bit my hand.
I didn't break the law, though. I didn't break the law. I hate you.
Hold this real quick. Hold this. Hold this on.
I didn't break the law.
1921, that's 1921.
Jesus.
Are those tighter?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Roll on the side. Get her on her side. Can we sit her up?
I would say that they have to protect.
I'm right here. We're helping you up. We're helping you up. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. We're doing okay.
Thanks.
We're doing okay, right?
Thanks
Okay.
so much.
Look at me. No one's around you but me. Me and Natalia. No one is around you but me, okay? At the end of the way, you think they're your enemy? They want to help you. They don't want to see you like this. Listen, you can roll your eyes.
I'm sorry, but I'm in extreme pain. And
I completely understand.
And I'm about to die, so
who's
my circulation is cut off.
here with you?
Wow,
Who's
everything
here with
I've
you?
ever thought.
I'm with you.
Guys, this is the most she's ever got any man worth a damn to pay attention to her. You know what I'm saying?
More solidified than ever.
I'm with you here.
You're gonna go to the Juba Medical Center? No, she bit us, like 3 of us. So she's going to jail.
Oh, Jesus.
So she's gonna go to jail probably
What's gonna happen?
she's gonna go for 3 counts of that, Leo. She's gonna go for resisting with violence. She's gonna go for like 4 or 5 felonies.
The woman was charged with resisting arrest with violence, battery on an officer, and disorderly conduct.
Dumbass.
She could face up to 5 years in prison and a $5,000 fine.
Yep. But alright, you guys. I'll be live Thursday, guys, we'll do three and in news. News stories plus courtroom madness, guys. And guys, make sure that you join the Discord. Follow me on Twitter. Because guys, I usually drop articles that I find. Right. I actually might dual stream over there, and maybe even start doing some live stuff over there, so we can say whatever the hell we want. So, guys, maybe we'll do like a Discord brainstorming session, and I can see how you guys want to do Twitter on the channel. So, all right, you guys, appreciate you. Have a good one, guys. Take it easy.